All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if I sound all right, if you don't mind hitting that number one. Again, if you can hear me, if I sound all right audio-wise, hit that number one, please. Brett, Todd, Mark, Kyle, Greg, trucking. All right, very good. Perfect. That's weird. Can I get that to go? Why is my tag message? All right, it looks like YouTube did something different. Anyways, all right, well, very quickly before we hop in, for those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you. But if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then the way to make that happen is to help support the stream, as this is totally viewer supported, and that is by using code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. But, wherever you're at in your journey and whoever your preferences are, like I said, with any of these prop firms here is a way to help get the current best discounts, whatever they are at those prop firms. So save yourself some money, help support the stream, and that way you can ensure that what you enjoy watching continues to be there. So I appreciate your consideration in using code CLAY. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, March 27th. The year is 2026. And definitely a day today that I want to go over. So at 11 a.m. Eastern, if somebody doesn't mind reminding me to talk about my day. What was I going to say? Do I still look all right, clear? I'm doing what I did yesterday, which I know was a mistake, but some of you said, like, actually, Clay, it looks clearer. So, like, does the screen still look good? Nice, clean, and crispy. Looks clear. Perfectly clear. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Looks good. Looks great. Okay, so it doesn't look any worse than what it normally is. Like I said, I'm looking for at least bare minimum what it normally is. Because usually nobody complains about the look anyways, but like I said, yesterday I think it was Brian and somebody else were like, actually, Clay, I think it looks better, which caught me off guard because I'm getting, like I said, the warning signs from YouTube, but can't tell a difference. Okay, cool. Oh, whoa. All right, what am I watching here? Gold. Wow. Okay. All right, gold. What's this doing? Okay, nothing really. What's oil doing? Is oil coming down? Nope. All right, gold kind of just doing its own thing right now then. It was dark, then I opened. Yeah, opening your eyes does play a difference in that. Well, first reminder, as always, please hit that like button. I know a lot of you veterans, you say, Clay, I like it. I'm here every day, but every day I forget. So you got to remind us to hit the like button. So here's your first reminder. If you are enjoying, and if you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, here's that first reminder. Please hit that like button. Hey, Dumb Money. Good morning, Mahis. All right, so how are your days going so far? Good morning, Mike. Red, green, terrible, great, worst day ever, best day ever. Got to pay out, blue an account, passed an account. Nero is green. Small green for Paulo. Greg passed. Very nice job, Greg. What's up with you two Gregs? Like, you're constantly talking right after each other. It's crazy. Pro is great. Nice. Yeah, I saw that. Mark, Green Day. Little Green haven't even touched the pro. Blue a pro. Bummer. Green Day for Jim. William, Big Green and the test. No trade and flip trade at fifth. Oh, nice, Travis. Are you working on any other racehorses or just going to get that one there first? The DJ. Hey, thank you. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. Using code CLAY, feeding some hungry kids. You are a good man. What are we trading? Well, right here I'm looking at MNQ, which is futures. Blown a funded, pass an eval. Trying one MNQ at a time. Trying to get my pro to a payout. Right now. All right, Matt. Small green on the pro. Okay, well, sounds like not. I don't know if these answers make me feel bad about my day or a little bit, but I'm not sure. But All right, well, let's see what we can figure out here. This is looking like potentially an interesting long. We had this break to the new lows here, which is what that white line is representing. But now we're kind of bouncing back up. So let's see how this candle finishes. And, well, okay. Now I'm just going to get, am I going to get left in its dust? Picked up 15 apex. Hey, thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Well, if anything, now maybe a short. I'm going to try a short at the red line. See if it wants to get rejected here off of the 21 EMA, which is a favorite of mine. That red line turns blue. I'm in. I am in. Put my first target right there. I did have a chance at the scalpy scalp, I know, but I still, in my mind, this still seems to be somewhat of a downtrend. So see if it wants to get rejected off of this area here. That area there being the 21 EMA. Now I'm wondering if I want to add if it comes back down here. So at this point, essentially adding to a winner. Let's see if it does want to come back down. Yeah, I think I got to add to that if it were to come back down. All right, I'm short, looking to potentially add some more at the red line. Unless this thing is just going to keep going against me. And if that's the case, all right, I'm stopped out then. All right, well, not the greatest start here, but that's all right. All right, well, back to the drawing board. Let's see what else we can cook up here. What a clear clue. Let's hit that like button. I agree. I'll hit that like button. It's been a slow morning. Not finding a ton of great setups today. Yeah. It's been something. Give me 10 minutes and I'll tell you what kind of something it's been this morning. So, yeah. I guess just to build a little anticipation. I mean, if you like pain, if you like bloodshed, if you like tears and sweat and misery, then you'll at least want to stick around until 11 a.m. So there's a little spoiler, but I'm not telling anything else. Not saying anything else. Don't even try to get it out of me. It's not going to happen. All right, maybe a short up around here now. We have this area up around here. So yeah, I'd be interested in a short up around the 560 area. Purple line here is the 50 SMA. And then the overnight low is up there. Oh my goodness. Gold is still just going, huh? Wow. I want to buy right here, but that seems like an absolute chase on my part. If it wants to pull back a little bit. Yeah, gold is marching to the, at least I think it is, or is oil doing something right now? No, oil's not really doing much. Like I said, MNQ not, yeah, gold is, gold seems to be doing its own thing today. Wow. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to try a short right there. I like that candle quite a bit. Like I said, I still do think this is some sort of downtrend, so I really don't like how that's doing that on my chat. It's got my tag message. I guess I guess what their idea is, that just reminded me of what the tag message is, but that's throwing me off a little bit. Again, trying to get short at the red line there. Move it up a little bit. Come on. Oh my goodness. Is gold? It don't care. Oh, never mind. Okay. 5 minute looks like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Gold did get rejected at a pivot point, though. Wow, you can't make that stuff up. So that makes sense why this is struggling right now. If you were to look at gold on the 5 minute, you'll see that it got rejected right off a pivot point. Doggone it. Now it's coming down. I wish silver had more volume. Do you, though? Do you, William? I mean, I'm with you, but I'm like, yeah, but is that actually what I want as a recovering? Well, I am recovered. I am no longer. I don't even think about silver anymore. But as somebody that was addicted to silver, do we really actually want it to become attractive again, William? I don't know. That sounds like what an addict would say. That's true, Philly. Yeah. William, I think you might still be an addict, still recovering. You're still reminiscing. Oh, doggone it. Is this thing going to roll all the way back? Down? I can't do that with... No, I can't do that with 8. Okay, short. Add a little bit more right there. Blue line is my average. Come on down. Come on, please. I need more than that. I see candles in my vision sometimes. Oh yeah. There's some good memes out there that, like, when you're looking at. In fact, I had a buddy send one yesterday that was like a lightning strike, and then they like turned it into a descending triangle breakdown. So yeah, once you start to look at candles and patterns and all that sort of stuff, you're gonna see it everywhere. Come on, 21 EMA, get out of the way. Oh. This market has it's just been, oh my goodness, there goes gold again. And I'm sitting here watching this basically do nothing. Watch it now explode upward and say, oh, we'll do something for you. Ugh. And I am short. Blue line is my average price. I thought I'm going with the trend here, but maybe I'm not. Because now it won't even get below the blue line. Now it's bouncing right off my average price. That's my favorite. Oh boy. well, you request a payout at the end of each day. Let me put it this way. I would not trade any accounts until the money is in your wallet. What is going on with this? Holy smokes. Day in the life, blowing accounts and funding some. That's success. Blew 20 accounts and have 4 funding now. Yeah, it can sound weird to the person that's never done prop firms, but you're talking about blowing 20 accounts, because to the person that doesn't understand prop firms, they hear blowing accounts, they're like, wait, wait a second. I have an account with $3,000 in it. If I were to blow that account, that's $3,000 gone. And then they see you talking about that, and they're like, well, how much money does this guy have? And it's like, well, the numbers aren't quite like that. Wow. Gold is still going indeed. Holy smokes. And I'm sitting here watching this thing just putz around. My goodness. This is, yeah. Oh, look at gold. Wow. We're going to go look at gold real quick. Look at this thing. Is J still the right contract for gold? The J contract? This is so obnoxious right now. All right, I'm out. Whatever. I don't even care. This is stupid. Okay. All right, 11 a.m. Perfect timing. Okay, so we will refer people. Okay, we'll refer to the 18-minute mark. So let me get to the 18-minute mark. The M contract? Go to M? All right, 18 minutes. Okay, so let's talk about my day. My day, as you've seen so far in the stream, has pretty much been my day. I can seemingly do nothing right. I did have a mixture of tilt with still clear thinking, and something that, in my defense, it worked out, but it has not been a good day. Monday was not a good day, but today was even worse. So let's just start off with why today is ultimately so bad. So I was watching this line, and I think what happened was I mapped out this line into the community, and I never took that trade. And that was a beautiful breakout trade. So I'm like, okay, well, this one looks good, though. I mean, this is a very clear level. Right before the open, it's getting a nice consolidation. Here we go right before the open, starting to push up. So surely I can get some sort of, decent sized scalp. So I did start with a test account. And I don't remember the exact details, but long story short, test account cooked. It came out a little bit, nothing enough, and then that moved down there. So that test out cooked. I'm like, okay, well, this is still good action. And at one point, this was like a hammer candle. It was starting to bounce back up. I'm like, okay, well, let's go to my 150K Pro account, and I'll start small. And I'm just gonna go with one NQ, just one NQ, and that way I can finagle it if I need to a little bit. But I mean, come on now, like at least even if it doesn't go up there and it never breaks through that area again. It should at least retest it again. And so started off with one, got another one, and then I think I was at 4, and I'm like, okay. And then the rest is history. Down it went. And then a little while later, this email showed up from Take Profit Trader. Not the type you want to see. Your Tradovate Pro has been disabled. And that was at 9:45. So now I'm at 2 cooked accounts, livid, frustrated, just whatever. I mean, it wasn't even close. So like any responsible trader, you long liquidity. Okay, Luis. If you're going to sit here and tell me what I did in hindsight, you're going to be banned so quick. What you're doing right now is extremely irritating, and any newbie can do it. Anybody can look at what happened and then explain, oh yeah, with hindsight, this, that, and that. Don't do it. It's looking to look like a total baboon, Luis, okay? Okay? So, yeah, I'm sure, Clay, why would you buy there? That was the 50% Fibonacci level of the Brazil session. It's like, oh, okay, sorry. You know what? So just, goodness. Okay. Anyways. So then, let me bring this up. I'm like, all right, fine. Now, this is the benefit of the racehorse model, is I didn't go and reset the pro. That was not even a temptation. So I went and I fired up. Again, Luis, just imagine this. You put your trade plan, it's a loss, and then I come back and like cherry pick, like, oh, well, this, and this. It's like, well, yes, in hindsight, anything can be just, anyways. And then, like I said, I took a good trade. I can't remember. Somewhere right around here, I played the down. Maybe I played this little back. I don't remember what I did. But I made like 900 some bucks on my 50K new racehorse. And then we had that 10 a.m. news coming out. And this was and I show this just so you know that I'm not just like saying stuff. Hopefully you guys believe me, but maybe some of you are new and have no idea who I am. So let me just try to document this real quick. Where'd it go? There we go. So then I had this. So this was going into 10 a.m., right? 10 a.m., it was just down, blood. And I was like, okay, well, wait a second here. With the bloodshed, does that mean we're setting up for a pop at the 10 a.m. news? That's my working theory, at least. So that's what I shared with the room. That was at 9:56. And then, so I don't know, the market was down here. And then, again, this is like the blend of tilt with still some rational thinking. Because this was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. This news comes out. Is it really going to... So anyways, then I loaded up. I got aggressive again. I was like, listen, I want 10 points or bust. 10 points or bust. Because I knew if I got 10 points, it would carry me up above the buffer. And it made me... I cracked some walnuts. I'm like, are you going to make the move or are you not, brother? Are you going to make the move or are you not? And it did finally pop up enough. It gave me 10 points. And I guess I can just bring... So right here, this is the Cooked Pro account. And this is the new racehorse, the new Pro account. So hit the buffer and up above it 130. So I'm now eligible for a $130 payout. Well, 80% of that. And I'll take it. Now this is a flip trade here. So that's a past racehorse. This is that was my first roasted account. And then down here is No, wait, what? What is that one? No, oh, wait. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. This is the current account that I'm on. I was like, wait a second, I only cooked 2. This is the current account I'm on down. And then this was the other. I don't know if you can see this. Now, you may see a lot of red here, and that's a lot of red. So if you are not a prop firm trader, you're thinking, wow, dude, how much money do you have to have lost all that money? Overall, as weird as it sounds, thanks to this one right here, I'm actually now overall on the green, on the week, green. But today, only very slightly red, which I understand sounds bonkers when you see minus 4,600. And down here, you can't quite see it, but that's minus 2,100. So that's like, wow, that's like minus, $6,700. How can you still be how can you only be small green on the day? Without going too far, down the rabbit hole, that is the power of prop firms. So now with all that said, I am still in no mental, like I said, I am in no mental fortitude to trade. So what I am doing now is I'm on a 100K account here. Which is a test account, and it was for full, just a disclaimer. This was donated by Take Profit Trader. They were kind enough. So this is another cool thing where when you guys use code Clay, these are kind of like the weird benefits that come from it. What do I mean by that? Well, there would probably not be a live. I was texting with Jim, and I'm like, dude, I am all over the place. I was like, dude, you're talking to a degenerate right now. I am all over the place. I'm in no mental space to be trading right now. But again, because all of you have used code Clay and continue to use code Clay with Take Profit Trader, I said, could I maybe get 100K? Because to me, that one gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. It seems like people hang around this area, either 25K or 50K, and then this area just gets skipped over, and then they just go to the 150K. And I was like, could you give me 100K? I'll trade about it on I can trade it on the live stream. I can give you guys a shout out and all that sort of stuff. So, obviously that's just business, right? Trying to create a win-win for each other. And they're like, yeah, sure. So thankfully to Take Profit Trader, I'm going to trade with this account because it was totally donated. But we are going to have a live stream and there will be trading. So yes, continue please to use code Clay because it's things like this. Because I am in... You saw the first couple of trades. I don't even know if those are good trades. I'm in just not a good spot right now. My mind is all over the place. It's been a wild week, really, but a wild day to day. But yes, so with the 100K, I can go. So the profit target is 6,000. I can go up to 12 NQs if I wanted, or 120. So you can go big size, and then my drawdown is 3,000. Like I said, I don't know if I like the 75K or 100Ks. But they're always worth kind of putzing around with. But that is what I'm going to be trading here today. And if you're kind of maybe like, okay, yeah, I kind of like the position size, and as things play out, maybe there's something that what word am I looking for? Intrigues you. Maybe it piques your curiosity to want to at least give the 100K a try. And if you do that again, code Clay all caps, because you can thank all of yourself. If you have used code Clay, you can thank yourself that there's even a live stream today, because that like I said, that is why I am. So if you have ever used code Clay, thank yourself. You are the reason, or you have played a part in why we have a live stream today. But yeah, so that's been my day. It has been what minute mark did I don't even know what minute mark did I start that on. I think the 18-minute mark. But yeah. 18-minute mark. I only want to talk about it once. But yeah, it is it has been something today. So now I want to treat this seriously. I'm not going to go intentionally into degenerate mode. I'm not going to treat this account disrespectfully because it was donated. In fact, I want to treat it as respectfully as possible because it was donated. But yes, shout out to Take Profit Trader. Thank you very much for the account. And I'm glad that we can continue to trade today. So anyways, that's my day. Oddly enough, as bizarre as it is to say, and given I'm not new to prop firms anymore, but given the time span of my trading career or whatever of almost 20 years, it still feels like, wait, how can I still only be slightly red on the day? Slightly red on the day. How is that even possible with all the bloodshed I have seen? And that's just the cool part about prop firms. But there we go. So, yeah. But the contract size scales. Makes you wonder why. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cody. Anyways, we will get back to it. So I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2 on the live stream. Hopefully that I'm sure this all makes a little bit more sense to you now. Although I think that, I don't know. What was the first losing trade I had? I don't remember now. Oh, no. Oh, right here. I tried to play a rejection off that. Yeah, that one was fine. That one just didn't reject. Treat it respectfully and pass the eval in one day. Well, there is no one day pass on Take Profit Trader, so that's not gonna happen. Oh man, Glock, you must be having a way better day than me. That's quite kind of you. Everybody hit the like button on Glock. That's crazy. Thank you, sir. Too kind. You are too kind. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Yeah. Yeah, I came at Jim kind of hard in the private chat. Not like mean or anything like that, but I was like, man, don't even mind me. My brain chemicals are everywhere. Dopamine, adrenaline, whatever, endorphin. Like I got all the my brain is a science experiment right now with all the chemicals. Okay, it is crazy. But yes, it is still it is a weird thing, and I understand. Like I'm not offended at all if you think I'm a scammer right now. That's like, what are you talking about? You just showed me a bunch of red numbers, and then you're trying to make the claim that you're only slightly red. Scammer. I get it. All I'll say is just do a little bit more research into prop firms. That's all I'll say. But I take zero offense if you have no idea. If you've never heard of prop firms and you think that I'm trying that's all like some sort of scam thing, I understand. Don't trust me. That's fine. I get it. I could be just some random, beautiful looking person on the internet. But yeah, go research prop firms. Wow, gold. What is gold's deal today? I sort of want to get long here again. Just why? I mean, why wouldn't I think that it just? Wait, no, wait. You guys said I have to change this to M. Okay. So MGCM is a new contract. Can I get confirmation? Okay, this does probably. Yeah. This. Okay, all right. Thank you guys. I trust. Nope. So I got to change this to GCM. Okay, there we go. All right. That looks better. Yeah, this definitely looks smoother. I really that's one part I don't like about it. I wish the pressure, or at least gold, you flipped them over at the same time as like some of the indexes. All right. Well, let's see. Hey, rookie. How we're coming down. Am I about to five? This is more so based on the 5-minute here that I'm looking at. This looks pretty good. Like it really wants to. Will long 477. Blew a test account this morning. Well, I just got done talking about my day. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So yeah, if you go to the 18-minute mark, you can hear all about my day. Filled with, yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. Did anybody else have a rough day today? Give me a 5. Misery loves company. Did anybody else have a rough day today? Oh, and the reason why I still consider this a train wreck of a day, although I salvaged it a little bit, was yeah, I have another racehorse back into payout territory above the buffer, but it's a 50K. Man, those 150Ks, when you have those in payout territory, so juicy. So juicy. And I roasted my 150K racehorse. It's, oh. So yes, today could have been way worse. Yes, I'm grateful to have a racehorse that, right back into payout territory. But man, it's only a 50K. But yeah. All right, I'm about to get short here, which means it's probably a long. Forgot to cancel a long order on ES last night. Woke up to it. Oh, that's never fun. Page. Is this all? Are you taking these in a pro account, Compton? You seem to be in a groove there. See, and then I don't take it, and then it does that. All right, now I'm in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Add some more there if it wants to come back. If this V-shape's on me, then it is what it is. Come on. Come on. Just in case there's some kind of spike down, throw out some targets. Good, I'm short. Blue line's my entry. Trying to see if this downwards momentum wants to continue, especially after it's kind of taking a little bit of a breath here. Well, I hope it's just a breath, not a... Come on. Come on, brother. Come on. Is it gonna reverse up? I hope not. That would not be good for me. Basically getting a bear flag here now. So come on, bear flag. Do what bear flags do. Do what bear flags do. More, 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 more. Come on, keep bear flagging. Come down. Come on, bear flag. Come on. Hit me there. Hit me there. Thank you. Okay. Stop is in green territory now. So this will be a green trade. No matter what, just seeing if I can get some more targets hit. Come on, hit that next one. Come on. Come on, keep bear flagging. Come on. How did you not fill me? I was going to bounce all the way up. I mean, I'm glad I know it'll be a green trade, but I mean, how did it get that close? Whatever. Well, I tried. That's all I can really say is I tried. It just did not. Did not give me. I mean, it gave me some follow through. In hindsight, should have just scalped it, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. I do not recommend drinking and trading. Are you drinking? I mean, I kind of recommend it. If you're going to be given $100 super chats, drink away, Glock. I mean, I recommend drinking and live stream viewing. Well, it was I guess you just go long gold today. Like, what am I doing with my life? Just go long gold. Just yeah, I don't want to say my weekend's ruined, but my weekend's got an asterisk by it now. I'm glad I was. Oh man, yeah. All right, retired Air Force. I know it's Friday, but it's still morning. I don't know. It's hot. Whoa, hey, what in the why? Turn my back. What happened here? Okay, that looks like potentially a news candle. Did somebody say something? Okay, a little micro dip here. If this thing is heading right back down to where it was, then this is going to be painful. Okay, I'm in. Like I said, look at. Hopefully, this is just a micro pullback and the momentum shows back up. Or is this just some sort of knee-jerk reaction? Let's see. Come on. Guess not. Guess it's just gonna be one of these words. Big move up. Oh, never mind. Straight back down. That's what it's feeling like right now. Oh, I literally cannot do anything right today. Nothing. Oh, it's rejecting anchored VWAP. Oh, okay. I thought it was rejecting the 37 EMA on the 14-minute time frame. I thought short was the play here. Well, did you go short narrow? Yeah, maybe there wasn't any news. I don't know. That was a 100-point spike. Was it? Yeah, but pretty close. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Who said that? Yeah, I didn't even really notice that, Tim. Give me another 100-point spike. Come on. Blue line is my long entry. It's gonna act like this and then just dump him again. Get me all hopeful and then just do this. Come on. Go. Go. I being a greedy baboon here? I can't tell. This feels like a gift. I'm going to take it. That felt like a gift. If you're still in, it's probably about to skyrocket now. So, yeah, congrats. Congrats, because yeah, there we go. See, you're good. Oh. Are you being sarcastic over the Dimitri trades? Nice RR. It was a winning trade. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Hey Johnny. Yeah, I sense a ban button. No, a win's not a win. That's not true. That's yeah. That's how people get. That's yeah. I hear what you're saying. I appreciate you. I know you're coming from a good place, but yeah. I'm up 500. Should I call it a day? I don't know. Should you? Any tips for eval and simulated environment? I mean, just yeah. Trade your strategy, manage risk. Hey, Kainoa. Good to see you. All right. Yeah, just it's actually holding up surprisingly well. Seems like the past couple of days we'd get these big spike candles, and then they just give up their gains. But there it goes. Ooh, okay. 5 minute, we're actually at a very interesting spot. We are at all sorts of stuff going on. We got overnight low. We have the 50 period simple moving average, that purple line. We have the pivot point. Is it really going to just cut through there and not even care? That would be quite impressive. Wow. Okay. Bulls are like, yeah, we don't care about that stuff right now. See you later. That's impressive. Wow. Don't care. Didn't care. And that wasn't like it was like one area. 3. Still didn't care. Alrighty then. She is done speaking. Oh, that's right. There was a speech going on, wasn't there? I forgot about that. I don't know. Did she say something? She must have said something that the market liked right there, I guess. Lately doesn't feel like... Well, I mean, I don't know. I think the market's still respecting the moving averages. Maybe not as much as normal, but some Fed banker. Gold is just why is gold up so much? Oh, what? Yeah, I didn't even look. What was the 10 a.m. news? That must have been what did it. I don't even remember what was it? Consumer confidence? Is that what it came out today? Maybe a short soon. Yeah, consumer sentiment. So let's see. What in order for gold to go up, it must be what? Things are bad? Is that what would send gold up? I would think. Yeah, that's my guess. Consumer sentiment was bad. How did I do? War is over. Okay, I don't know. Hey, Kelos, I'm assuming you're just joking, but like that's there's messing around, and then there's just like saying things that are blatantly false that actually would mean quite a bit. Yeah. So if someone I'll just delete that one out. Like that's crossing the line to just being like that's just not good trolling. He's just I'm assuming trolling, which like I said that's a bit too far. That timestamp is from my Croatian timestamp. Okay, yeah, anything about negotiations, who cares? Like, it's always the same thing. Oh, they're going well, they're going well, they're going well. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's just, yeah. To be fair, that's what war is all about. It's all like a propaganda game, right? Isn't that, I'm trying to think back, so you U.S. history buffs will get to know this, but wasn't it the pretty much photographs and pictures that really shifted Vietnam? Because it took propaganda to another level. When people started to see pictures, public sentiment was like, well, wait a second. Trump administration waiting for Iranian answer expected today. Gotcha. When I'm red, I have 20 shares. When I'm green, I have 1. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do like this 5-8. Yeah. Gonna buy a pullback here, mainly based on the 5 minutes. So that big clump of areas that were resistance, I'm now thinking maybe that's some sort of area of support. So just trying to play the upwards momentum here, but not chase. Wait for a pullback. So that's what I'm looking for here. Yeah, I know. I understand it was a fake post. My point is that takes it a little too fake. That takes it. That's you know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. Onwards and upwards. Again, trying to buy the pullback here at the green line. If that green line turns blue, I'm in. Again, I'm mainly basing this on the 5 minute. Oh, no, no. Never mind. That's what I wanted. There's the bounce, but I did not get filled. So, yeah. In other words, position sizing, right? It is not totally a game of position sizing, but it's... I think a lot of people underestimate how important position sizing actually is. I mean, we're always right in the middle of something, Bradley. We're always right in the middle of something. For all I know, we're right in the middle of the three-year orb. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any comebacks today, though. I appreciate that, though, Vlad. Yeah, I mean, if we're not in the middle of the 15-minute orb, we're probably in the middle of the hourly orb. And if we're not in the middle of that, well, some people use the 4-hour chart, so maybe we're in the middle of the 4-hour orb. We are always somewhere, which is kind of the joke around here. Like, I'm pretty sure if I looked hard enough, I could see, like, oh, okay, right now, we're kind of bouncing right off of the, the Asian session midpoint. Yeah, see, right, I haven't even considered the 17-minute Ichimoku cloud. All right, I do like this. I'm going to try a buy right here if it wants to come back up. Yeah, North Korean Open can be tricky too. Yeah, you got to always consider that. But then you have to also consider the South Korean Fibonacci levels. Those are important too. All right, never mind. I'm glad I waited for a bit of confirmation on that one. Well, here's this former breakout-ish area. Gold finally acting human a little bit. I don't want to just blindly buy there. I need to see some sort of confirmation. But yeah, this was this former area of resistance. So will this resistance now behave as support? That's what I got on my mind. Most fail because I don't look at the 10s. Yeah, that's true. The 10-second nanosecond that's an important one. Okay, there we are at that area. Yeah, this is starting to become a nasty pullback here. I'm going to try a long down there, though. And if this is just complete rollover, well then, welcome to my life today. Suppose I could try a buy right there. That would be a nice little hammer right here. Yeah. That actually makes sense. All right, well, never mind. Okay, maybe I should not be buying here. Waiting for confirmation seems to be the key because this thing is just full-blown bleeding at this point. Okay, this is where I was thinking of buying. Okay, I would have been filled. Would be underwater. Nothing that would make it a losing trade, though. Yeah, it's bounced, but not enough for... Ooh, all right, there's a scalpy scalp. All right, that one would have worked. I don't know, Compton. You're the gold expert. You're the one that's like making thousands of dollars on gold every day. You tell me what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Maybe that will be Iran's response. Wait, what talks? We're not talking with anybody. Wow. Well, now officially people that were trying to buy this pullback, if they're undisciplined, they're getting cooked up now. I have not seen a single, like, I don't see any. Why didn't you short? I mean, because I didn't see anything. Well, you should have. Well, yeah, I agree. In hindsight, I should have shorted. Fully agree there. The only problem with that is that's not reality, because right, we don't get to have hindsight. Which reminds me, I think all traders have once had this vision and like this hypothetical. What happens if I could just see 5 seconds into the future? How nice would that be? I would be the richest person on the planet if I could just see 5 seconds into the future. Here's your retest for a short. Are you getting short there, Black Sheep? I need 30 seconds. I'm a little slow. I don't know. I think now 5 would be good. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Oh yeah, that's plenty of time. Okay. Okay, fair enough, Black Sheep. I can respect that. You're gonna call out a short back test. I'm glad you put on a trade. So you're not just flapping them lips. If anything, for me, a short at the yellow line and then a stop right up above that area right there. But I'm not really totally convinced that would necessarily be a good trade either. So I'm walking slowly. I'm tiptoeing slowly. Gold is actually looking probably the most interesting. Finally, ooh, right at the 21 EMA too. Okay, I think I'll take a swing at it. Okay, in. Just one MGC. I can always add, but wanted to at least get involved here. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm long gold right now. Just an MGC. Might look to add to it here. Just wants to kind of consolidate out. 5 minutes also looking pretty interesting. I'm using the cult trading technique. Oh boy. I hope that's just rage bait. Come on, brother. Should I add another one right here? If this pushes up, I'm going to be very regretful that I'm not adding. But of course, if it all of a sudden comes down, I'll be like, man, I'm glad I didn't add one. But this is looking good. Maybe I add on the breakout here. I'll do that. I'm going to add one right there. So add to a winner here. And I'm in gold here. We'll look to add at the green line. If I just get in right here. Yeah, let me just pick up another one. Okay, I got 2 of them now. Added at this support here. Hopefully it still behaves as support and then gives me a bounce. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, gold. You're short gold? Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Because I am long. Come on. Come on, brother. Push. Ooh, I like that. Come on now. Get back up. 21 EMA, you're... Come on, go, go, go. Go! More! Oh, it's nice to be back in the green for a second, but I need more than that. Come on. Okay, I took one out. I'm not out of the woods yet. Dude, come on. Come on, brother. Bounce, brother. There we go. Took another one out there. See if I can get that one. Good. Okay. Stop down here, and now I'm going to just... Let's go. Spank those bears. People that short this need to be disciplined. Time to discipline them. Let's cook some accounts here. Let's cook some short-sided accounts. Keep on bouncing. I want to smell some bears accounts. All right, stopped out there. All right, well. Sorta, kinda. He, it's you. Hello, he, it's you. Compton is out. All right. Good job, Compton. Way to manage the loss. Not let the account get cooked. Good job. Good job. I'll take it. I was a little offended that you decided to fade me, but with my track record today, fair enough. Fair enough. I still can't tell if I like to trade gold or not. It's I don't know. It seems so slow, and I mean, once it gets going, it gets going. Is this another long right here? Long right here. Stop below those lows. Maybe. Clay, if my payout... Okay, 444 trading. I don't trade with Apex. I have a code with Apex, but I am not of no assistance. I recommend Take Profit Trader. So I have no idea how that works with Apex. Congrats on your payout though. Get in GCJ. Why are you trading GCJ? Compton. As we already talked about today, M. Go to the M contract. This is what I mean. We got this dude, like, what's the point? Like, what? Why? We got Compton out here trading the wrong contract, making thousands of dollars today on gold. Well, what does it even matter? Like, you don't have to do anything right. Just go trade whatever. Cooked my profit in that. Dang. Not even MGC. Dude's out there trading GC on the wrong contract. Making thousands. It's crazy. Anyone use Keltner channels? On the 1 minute they reverse right on the line okay, that's just not true. That's so not true. This is not even hard to disprove. I 100% guarantee, Brad, that on the 1 minute they do not reverse right on the line every time. Like, that's just not even a hard claim to dispute. Oh, okay. Well, geez, most of the time. Okay, well, then it sounds like you got yourself a holy grail. Was that intentional, Glock, or did you just hit a button again? Have you been actually drinking? Now I'm wondering, because you were joking already about drinking. And I'm like, okay, this... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Or is he just... I feel... Wow, thank you, Glock. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's a record, too, by the way. That's crazy. Thank you, sir. I will say thank Glock, our friend from Texas, to the kids today. Or tonight. It is movie night. I'll say, hey, this one's on Glock. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. I signed up for your class but couldn't log in. What class? Well, you'll have to email me. We are eating steak tonight. Well, you are a rich individual if you can afford steak. And I don't know if Greg's still here, but he is a commodities broker, and he was saying like buy cows now. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, it sounds like beef and steak and all that is not going to be getting cheaper anytime soon. In my opinion. Well, yes. I assumed it was your opinion, but you are kind of down in the trenches with all that stuff, so... Rich or single with no kids? You're just rich. You're just rich. I don't care if you're single. Anybody eating a steak in this day and age, you might as well just be eating like a Rolex watch or something. We're over here having Domino's Pizza tonight. But let's be real, Domino's Pizza is legit. Cow feet? I've always wanted to try cow tongue. All right, gold is now starting to drift down even further. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Not any really close to it right now, but I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we can cook something up. Brad, we've had this discussion before. In fact, I've shown it on the live stream itself. Yes, my dorm. Smith was right across the street from Catfish Biff's. Catfish Biff's, banana peppers, one topping banana. It'll change your life. Yeah, pizza with pine. My kids, yeah, they love the Hawaiian one. But right now, Domino's has an amazing deal. Large pizza, 7 toppings, $10. You can't beat, like, family. If you have 6 kids, like, that is like, oh. You never had Legua? I don't know what Legua is. So I don't think so. If I've had it, I didn't know that I've had it. Or it's been called something differently. Yeah, that's what I mean. 7 toppings. And usually they'll charge you extra for like chicken or beef. No. Put whatever you want. 7 toppings is a bit extreme. You better watch your mouth, boy. What do you mean 7 toppings is a bit extreme? You're one of these guys that drink your drinks with your pinky up, aren't you, Bradley? You drink yourself with your little pinky up? 7 toppings is a bit extreme. You smell your drinks before you drink, don't you? Do this. You swirl and go. That's you, isn't it, Bradley? I know it is. Don't even try to lie to me right now. You use 2 hands. Yeah, exactly. Dude gets water from the faucet and swirls it around. I can smell the chloride. I'm shorting NQ. Target low. Yeah, where's your stop at, Paulo? Air attack kills 2 and injures 2 at the visitor and cement plant in Southern Fars. In Southern Fars province. All right. At 556. Your stop loss is at 556. Am I understanding that right? So you're running what, like a 10-point stop for... Okay, well, you just got stopped out. Okay, well, that's an interesting strategy. Going for like 100 points with a 10-point stop. I guess you can be wrong a whole lot with that one. Iran warns of attacks on steel plants in the Gulf and Israel. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to be, you can definitely be well under the 50% win rate on something like that, but man. All right, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, this is some sort of channel that's starting to form. We have the top of the channel up here, and then we kind of have this area down here as the bottom of the channel. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, this will be a losing trade. But that's kind of what I'm thinking here is maybe... The green line turns blue. I am long. Compton, you said you signed up for the class but couldn't log in. What specifically are you talking about, Compton? No, why don't you just come back down? Well, I suppose if my theory is holding true, then I should be looking for a short up around here. If I'm thinking this is the range and this is the top of the range. So we'll see if it can bounce up there, and in fact, I'll just throw my order up there right now. So there's the trade plan right now. If this is, like I said, the beginning of a range, and this is the top, looking to get short at the red line. Green line is my stop. Hey, Krim. NASDAQ 100. Okay. London close, waiting for sell-off. When is London close? Or did they just close? Do they close at 12 p.m. Eastern? Oh, so you didn't sign up for the class. You signed up for the community. Okay, well, you have to email me, Compton. Clay@claytrader.com. Again, looking to get short at the red line. No, what, Compton? What are you talking about? Just send me an email and I'll figure out how you can get logged into the community. What are you talking about? Take it as I don't want your donation. I want you to get what you paid for, you dent. Step down off your knight in shining armor thing. What are you talking about? Just send me an email, dude. The podcast is still out there. I've not recorded an episode for a while. I got burned out. I burnt myself out. I had a good, I don't even know what it was, good 11-year run, and I'm like, okay. It got too tiresome to try to chase people down. Clay, what is up this weekend? I don't know. My daughter has Faces of History tonight, so you dress up like a character in history and give a speech, blah blah blah, and that's important because now my wife's brain can kind of be freed up to like focus on more house stuff. So I don't know if we'll probably some sort of house thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll go look at like faucets or something crazy. I have no idea. I have a stop. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go tell him. No, it can wait. It can wait. It can wait. Don't worry about it. What's dent mean? I hear it's all the time. Well, I mean, if an object is dented, is that a good or bad thing? I'm like, oh man, I got a dent in my car, in my Lambo. If somebody said they got a dent in their Lambo, is that a good or bad thing? Or I don't know. I guess, do I still trust this as being a bottom of a channel? This feels like, hey, this has got kind of slimy, not from the bulls, like slimy vibes. Like, is this about to? Maybe this is still the bottom of the range. I don't know. It's getting awkward. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So I'm the king dent. I am also a baboon. So I am a dented baboon, and we are just a den of baboons. If you find yourself being a baboon, and if you've done dented things, hey, welcome to the club. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that order up there for now. I don't know. I could take a swing at it here, I guess, and just throw my stop down here. But I don't know. I'm just getting sleazy vibes. Like maybe this is a short. Yeah, that's it. I am purposely red today. Exactly. Man, I'm about to get long here and watch it just dump because I'm not listening to my sketchy vibes. All right, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm long. Let's just see if this is actually just the bottom of the range. And that is still completely possible. We're now at the bottom of the range and maybe we start to curl back up, but I don't know. Okay, I'm adding one here, and maybe this is just a fake breakdown to the bottom part of this range, and we can snap back up. Looking for a bounce here off of the purple line, the 50 period simple moving average. Maybe this is just like I said. Essentially still at the bottom of the range. We'll see if we can get the bounce back up. Or it was the short, like I said, and I did not listen to the... Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I called it, and then I didn't listen to myself. The sketchy vibes were sketchy. So everybody were like, Clay, I agree, those are sketchy. I'm getting short. What are you doing, you idiot, getting long? Well, that would be because you're having a good day and I'm having a bad day. And I don't do anything right. Isn't the human mind a weird place? I literally was talking out loud. This looks sketchy to me. And then I did the opposite of what the sketchiness should have done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. What is today's date? The 27th. The next time somebody shows up and like, you're a scammer. You're always green. You're hiding stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You go watch March 27th. You tell me how... Yeah. This is just... See, now I want to get short here because this is what I originally wanted to do. But now I think that would pretty much be chasing. Man, this looks sketchy. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like the Bears are about to do something. Okay, let me get long. Gotta buy it at 4:59. Okay. Oh, wow. You're way down there. All right. And Joshua, where would your stop be? Oh, all right. You're just looking to play this low then, huh? Yeah, I might join you down there at that point. Why not? Don't have one. I'm an idiot. I always get stopped out. Well, I mean, that's a good way to not get stopped out is to not put in a... Can you at least make me feel a little better? Are you at least in a prop account? Yes, correct, Wiza. And thank you. Code Clay, all caps. Yes. You'll know you did it right when you get 40% off. And you'll have to click the apply button. But yes, and thank you. I appreciate you using the code. Okay, well then, yeah, you still could potentially get stopped out. It's just in the prop firm world, it's account liquidation, right? So, I mean, okay, we'll go for a short here. See if we can. There we go. Good. See if this is just a little bit of a dead cat bounce and see if this party wants to resume itself back down. Or not. And it's gotten a little bit of a bounce. So we'll see if this is just... Okay, never mind on that. former area of support, give or take ish. So, and it also happens to be the purple line right there. So we'll see if this former area of support is now going to behave as a resistance. Just bounce up I was going to say a little bit more. I guess that's probably more. That's more than a little, but. Oh, man. I'm glad it's Friday. I remember when I first got into the markets, like I dreaded Fridays. So like, oh man, now the markets are closed for the next couple of days. I'm well beyond those days now. Like, no, yeah, the weekend sounds good. Hey, top 40. Are you looking for sells? Yeah, that red line up there is a short. London was good to you. I would assume you must be over across the pond if you're trading London. That's you right now? Okay, you're still in that phase where you don't like the weekends. You like officially, it was the weirdest thing. I remember when I first got started, like I all of a sudden did not like Fridays anymore. It was so bizarre to like kind of be disappointed that it was Friday. What are you doing up in the middle of the night trading London? Do you have like a third shift job or something? Come on. All you got to do is bounce up a little bit more. No? Okay, well, I would submit to you that you have an unhealthy relationship with futures, which is a downside of futures. There are a lot of great things about futures, but the fact that they're open around the clock essentially can create unhealthy relationships. And if you're up in the middle of the night because it's the London session, that would be an unhealthy relationship. Now, I get it. There's exceptions. But Clay, I actually live in England, so it's not middle of the night for me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Americans that don't have third shift jobs that are literally up in the middle of the night day trading futures. Like that's an unhealthy relationship. I mean, you can try to rationalize it any way you want, but nobody's going to convince me anything that's some sort of healthy relationship. Ooh, look at that trend line. That's your opinion. Well, you know what? I've been around long enough to recognize unhealthy behaviors. Time does not exist. I can clearly see I trust. See, that's the problem. That's the other thing. You tell somebody they have an unhealthy relationship, and now they're getting all defensive. The guy got so defensive, he literally just said, "Time does not exist." Okay. Okay. Well, you seem defensive when you just made the claim, "Time does not exist." Yeah, I did. I got defensive when I was told that time does not exist. That's true. Just like if you would tell me that 2 plus 2 equals 7, I would defend the claim that no, that's not true. I'm new, but I like you. Well, good. Not everybody does. That's okay, though. You can't please everybody. I mean, I'm trying to rack my brain. We might have just kind of, I don't know about record setting, but we might be on kind of like record setting territory. It's going to be hard to beat the guy that said zero DT options don't have theta. That's going to be a hard one to beat. But time does not exist. Interesting. That's getting that's getting up there. Yeah, or the guy that said buyers and sellers don't move the market. Yeah, that was pretty crazy too. You're still trading silver? Does silver even move? Yeah. I think the best way to refute for us traders, like, time does not exist. Oh yeah? Go tell Theta that. Go tell Theta that time doesn't exist. I understand that if you don't trade options, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'll also say this: if you do day trade options and you don't know what theta is, that would be a red flag. That you should probably stop immediately. Are you using just for men? I don't even. What is just for men? Long, meaning it's probably going to roll over now. I don't know. This might be one of the worst. This might be the worst live stream I've had. I've had some doozies though, so I'm not gonna totally jump on that ship. But goodness, go. I gave you plenty of time, and you won't go. Yeah, I think. Did I just read somebody else trying to say that there's no? Okay, for anybody that is tempted to say there's no theta on zero DT options, my simple question would be this: why are zero DT options so risky? Like, what is the driving factor in all that? Because they're so close to expiration. Like theta, like everything is all over the place. Theta is definitely a driving force amongst all the other Greeks. Hey, okay, dumb money. Dumb money? I want you to listen very carefully. Were you here for my daily recap? Bear Palm. Well, good to see you. No. Okay. Maybe go and watch that. Gain a little bit of context before you start flapping your lips. Go back to the 18-minute mark. Watch that. I might lose my mind. I think I might lose my mind. I mean, I have already lost it. So how can you lose something more that you've already lost? It's a good question. Dude, why does Clay kind of seem on edge? 18-minute mark. 18-minute mark, I go over my day. Okay? I was early on 0DT, then it ripped trend today, and it stayed at agent brought because of the Greek's decay. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, the reason why 0DT options are so risky is because of theta. Wow, if you lose your mind on a live stream, just think of the views you will get. That's true. But, yeah. Are you this intense I'm not even being intense, Luis. Luis, this is the problem. People don't play sports growing up. They think that what I'm doing is intense. If you think I'm intense, my guess is you've never played a sport in your life. If you think that, like me being, even if you think this tone is intense, I don't think you've ever played a sport in your life, which goes back to my foundational premise. Parents, get your kids in some sort of situation where somebody may raise their voice or get a little bit of passion behind them, or else they're going to grow up saying, man, what's this guy's problem? Man, why is this guy angry? Man, this is intense. Sometimes you get to be Cletus. Sometimes you have... Yeah, no, that's true. That is fair. That is true. Maybe 20 there before rejecting again. All speculation, but what'll be nice. All right, well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I hear you. And some of them, I don't think they're really trying to be negative. They're just making observations, and I'm just... They're poking me. I poke it back a little bit. Well, there is the trendline break. If we close below it, which it looks like probably will, and then it bounces back up, I'll look for a back test. So just one of these type of things where, comes up here, backs test, and keeps on down. Throw the question mark there, so nobody thinks that I'm saying that as a guarantee. That would be the question in my mind. What is the meaning? OG, get them. Clay, if you recall, last Friday, 320, you in the chat had an amazing... Did I have an amazing green? I mean, to be fair, I think things in my mind seem worse than they actually are. And even today, it's not that bad. Like, because prop firms are just amazingly awesome, I'm actually only slightly red. Slightly red on the day. But it just, it feels so much more intense. But yeah, today is another one of those things where not that I needed more evidence or data, but yeah, prop firms are amazing. Futures through a prop firm, I'm sorry. The math is just too strong to have it like not make sense. So I will look to get short if it comes back up to this yellow line. Might try a long. Do I go with this section or do I go with that section? Or do I split the difference? Decisions. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Why can't I find a woman like that? I was singing that with my oldest daughter, but instead of Jesse's girl, I just replaced the lyric, why can't I have Clay's girl? Why can't I find a woman like that? I want Clay's girl. And of course, and she's 13, so it's like we're entering those prime years where you can embarrass them. And it was a good time. It was a good time. I played Thunderstruck for her. She was mortified. She's like, how does that guy have a voice? I was cold. Because I was trying to illustrate, okay, like back in high school, And even in the pros, right? When you go up to bat, sometimes you get to pick a song. We never got to do that. I didn't go to a high school that had the sound system to do that. But I still remember we played some schools. And yeah, each player got to pick the little, So I was trying to tell her, like, okay. So, of course, one was Crazy Train, right? That's a classic one. And then Back in Black. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, that would be a perfect one to walk up to bat with. So I was trying to kind of show her some different ones. Clay, have you ever been blocked from the take? Well, what do you mean blocked? Like the website not working or what, Matty Futures? You all right, brother? Seems like every time you show up, you're experiencing problems. You all right, dude? Let me check for you. I don't know. Is the website down right now? No, I was just able to log in, brother. All right, I'm going to go for a long down there. The website says I was blocked. What do you mean the website said? I need more details, dude. What do you mean it was like you got an email that you've been kicked off the site? Or is it like your web browser being goofy? I don't know. Hey, Baked Leaf, payment issue. Yeah. I just don't know what he means by blocked. Like you can't get to the website at all? Like, I don't know, do you have a firewall or something that's all of a sudden getting in the way? It says blocked. It just said it when I tried to log in on my mobile device. All right, Zach is saying the same thing. So I don't know. What does yours say? Are you trying to log in on a mobile, Zach? Maybe are they having a little glitch on that end? I don't know. Again, looking to get long at the green line here. I'm wondering if I want a short right here as it goes back down. If it goes back down, let's see. So this will be my stop if I get filled. So if that red line turns blue, I'm clicking this button to lock in my stop. Okay, I'm in. Come on. And I'm short. Blue line is my entry. These are my initial targets. That's my stop. Come on. I'm not sure why I got short here because, yeah, I mean, these are like hammers here. Oh, okay. I like that candle. That candle makes me feel a little bit better. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I do not like... Uh-oh. I gotta get out. That's freaked me out. It may come back down, but is it going to snap right back up now? I don't want to risk it. Did not want to... At least I got that one target. I gave it enough time, and I'm like, okay, you're not snapping back down. So at that point, it's just like, is it going to... And we're still at that. Is this thing about to snap right back up? Man, it's always freaky when it snaps in your... Or for me, it's freaky. When it snaps in your direction, then that fast, it goes like right back to where it was. As far as regular stocks, no one is going to hold anything over the weekend. As far as sell-offs, no one is going to hold anything into the weekend. Yeah, I don't know how many people in the market are like fit that though, like day traders. I mean, I'm going to hold stocks throughout the weekend, but that's from an investment standpoint. I think that's how most people are, what they're doing anyways, investing. I think day traders make up a very, let me put it this way. Even if we just assumed all day traders decided to liquidate their positions, I don't think that's enough volume to really cause like a slow bleed. Now, if a bunch of like hedge funds and investors and this, that, and the other are like, yeah, I'm not willing to invest in this thing anymore, then yeah, I can see that creating those slow bleeds, but I'm not quite sure day traders would do that. You missed gold? Yeah, I still feel good about how I played it. I mean, yeah, I guess it came down a little bit more, but... Oh, now you're going to... Wait, no, not one. Okay, look for a long down here at the green line. I guess I could start pretty small, and then I could add some more here, add some more here, add some more here, and then just put my line in the sand down here as a stop. Which, you know, if that would not work out, yeah, those are the painful trades. But, I mean, it's really a question of, do you think the price is really going to break through all these supports without at least some sort of a bounce? That doesn't seem likely. Guys like you don't really. Well, I don't know. Like, he'd have to define guys like Clay. Like, well, like what? Like, who am I? I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. I need to understand what his impression of me actually is. So yeah, I don't know. Again, looking to get long at the green line. Day traders that lose money. Okay, well if his conclusion is he's a day trader that, well, I don't know, what does he mean by loses money? Like has losing trades? Day traders in. Oh, so his thing would be if he's invest, which fair enough. I think to try to understand, he would say, don't listen to day traders because day trading is just gambling. So why would you listen to somebody where again I'll try to steelman the argument where 90% of people that try to day trade fail because it's just gambling. So don't listen to people like Clay because he's just a gambler and he's doing something where 90% fail. I think that's probably where he's coming from. The problem with that is it's a self-defeating argument. In fact, it should be motivating. Let me put it this way. Could I say this? Well, I mean, yeah, you should stay away from slot machines because 90% of slot machine players fail. Think about what I just... Okay, we'll pick up this thought here in a second. Maybe I'm going to get long here. Okay, just trying to see if it wants a double bottom off of this area. I'm in. Oh crap. I did not want that entry. I tried to lower it down and I couldn't. Come on. Get above that blue line. Come on. I'll take that. Okay. So if you say that 90% fail, what does that say about the other 10%? Well, you've conceded that 10% succeed, which means that it is possible. Now, it does mean that it's hard. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. Whereas you could never say 90% of slot machine players fail. Well, no, all slot machines fail eventually, right? You've never heard of a professional slot machine player, right? So in your teacher's defense, yeah, a lot of people treat trading as gambling, but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that that's the right way to go about it. Crossing the street is a gamble. Crossing a busy street is a gamble. It's a way bigger gamble because you're not gambling with money, you're gambling with your life. However, with that said, one of the first risk management lessons we are taught as children comes in this regard. What were you taught as a kid? What do you teach your kids as they cross a busy street? It is a gamble. They are gambling with their lives. What do you teach them? It's a risk management technique. What do you tell them? You say, hey, before you do this, look both ways. Why? Because you are helping them manage risk. You are helping them put odds in their favor. You are helping them to give them an edge that what? They don't get hit by a car, right? So crossing a busy street is a gamble, but there are things that you can do to help give yourself an edge that you won't get run over. Same is true in trading. Do a lot of traders just do nothing? Sure. But are there things you can do to find probabilities, give yourself edges? Yeah. And that's why you have heard of professional traders. And that is also why I would never call poker gambling, right? I would never call blackjack gambling. There's a reason why casinos, right, ban card counting because you can what? Give yourself an edge, put probabilities in your favor. If poker was gambling, then there'd be no such thing as a professional poker player. So that's what I would say to your teachers. I think your teacher is just kind of being a little too broad. Would you say longs right now? Maybe down around here. Or did that already bounce? Yeah, almost right off that area. Yeah, I mean, right now, I don't think anybody's crazy. I want to see how this candle forms. If we can get a hammer candle here, I might try another long with a stop below the lows. Suggested online broker. Well, what I suggest, assuming what Tim Roller. Well, what do you want to do? Are you wanting a day trade, swing trade, invest? Are we watching for 102? I don't think so, Scotty. I don't think there's any auctions today. So no, we're not. Trump's speaking right now. And then just the final comment to Braden. The other thing, Braden, is, at the end of the day, what I preach around here is risk management. Risk management, risk management, risk management. So if guys that preach risk management you shouldn't listen to, that'd not be good advice. So, yeah, I don't blame. I can understand where your teacher's coming from. He means well. But he's using some logical fallacies in his thinking. Just because day trading and people treat day trading as a casino does not mean that it is a casino, right? Just because I treat a hammer as a weapon to go hurt people, that doesn't actually mean that's like what hammers like are. Sure, they can be used that way, but that's not like the essence of them. No, the essence is to build stuff, right? I'm Slimy. I think I recognize that name because it's unique. I see you use 2 minute, not 1 minute. Jaboni's Pizzeria. What am I missing here, brother? You're like one of the first people that were ever on this live stream. And you're just like, I see you're using the 2 minute. Yeah, like from day one. You all right, brother? Jaboni, the pizza shop owner. Like, I think he might have been here on the very first ever live stream. So to see somebody like that, be like, oh, I see you're using the 2-minute. He might as well be saying, hey. I'm trying to think of something that's super. I always like to use the Dumb and Dumber thing about, no way, we landed on the moon. But I don't like to use that because it's always going to cue somebody up like, idiot, you think we landed on the moon? You just noticed this. Well, you got to get yourself out of the pizza kitchen, brother. You got that thing properly ventilated? Now, who else is in New York? Somebody send up. Or are you in Chicago? I can't remember. Somebody send over the inspector to Jaboni's place. I don't think he's got proper ventilation. What's your reason behind trading micros versus normal? Well, I trade both. But micros are good from a risk management point of view. Not to mention you can also scale out, right? So 10 MNQs is the equivalent of one NQ. But obviously you can't scale out of 1 NQ. But you can scale out of 10 MNQs, which again is the equivalent of 1 NQ. Snorting. Yeah, that's true. You gotta, I don't know, man. But yes, Jaboni, I am using the 2-minute. Believe it or not, brother. That's crazy. Today's webinar has been, or not webinar, this live stream has been crazy. I'm just a total moron. We got people telling me that time doesn't exist. We got people that have been here since almost day one. Like, wait, you're using the 2-minute? Yeah, brother. You're welcome. Well, hello, Wainwright. Oh, I remember you from yesterday, Wainwright. Yeah, where'd you go? I'm slimy. It does exist. It's crazy. Like, there is no way around time. Well, I'm outside of time. Yeah, how long have you been outside of time? Forever? Okay, well then that is a metric of time. Forever is associated with time. Yes, I'm a new trader watching your videos. It's helping me. Well, good. Hey, DJ. Oh, you quit trading. Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back. Rubio. Can we achieve our goals in Iran without any ground troops? How was your trading for you? Well, Alfonso, the 18-minute mark will answer that. Well, good to have you back. Good to have you back. All right, maybe a short here. Wait, is Trump? Wait, somebody said Trump's talking. Is that true? Is Trump talking right now? Yes, he was. Yes, he is. Yes. I don't know anymore. Speaking of farmers. Okay. Holy. Okay, well that... Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I would have... I'm just going to sit there and watch. This is getting a little too crazy right now. I am bearish biased, but when Trump's speaking, it can get a little shaky out there. And today's my first day trading. Up 150. Okay, so I'm slimy. You just showed back up and you're copy trading 5 accounts? Is that what I'm understanding? He's speaking to farmers. Gotcha. All right. This was a former breakdown area here. Then we have some resistances here, there. We had the 50 period moving average up there. So yeah, can 517 produce some resistance? Maybe we'll find out. I love TPT, man. Well, I mean, you're not messing around. You're hey, first day back, I'm copy trading 5 accounts. Okay, man, you're like I said, you ain't messing around. Hopefully you use code Clay when you picked up those accounts. If not, maybe in the future, no pun intended, you can consider it. Help support the stream. Which on that note, this is totally viewer supported. So if you want to help support the stream, code Clay, all caps, with Take Profit Trader, or really with any prop firm. Code Clay is essentially out there. So if you want to, like I said, save yourself some money, get whatever prop firm you use, activate whatever their deals are. code Clay, all caps, is how you can do that. Save yourself some money, help support the stream. Hey, Goose. Trump is speaking. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so we have mixed data here. What's your purple line? The 50 period simple moving average. It's 102 for each. Yep, there we go. So you're trading the 50Ks. All right, here we go. Maybe. Looking for a short at that red line. You're long at 480. Yeah, so you've been in. So you're doing just fine already. Okay. Let's see if this area wants to. I need to. I mean, we are just all green. I need to wait for some sort of confirmation. So I'm gonna look for some weakness up around the. In fact, let's get this line out here, even for my visual sake, so I can kind of. There you go. Let's see if we can start to get some sort of form of weakness up there. Long at 460. I'm sure you were, Raphael. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Got him long down here. Trust me, bro. I love the trust me, bro trade plans. Those are my favorites. For now you do, Alfonso. You'll change that tune as soon as you have a bad day. And that's the thing is you can make a bunch of good decisions. You can be really consistent at good decisions, but then for whatever reason, you have a bad day for who knows what. You spiral out of control, and then you're looking there and you're like, man, did I just make a mess? After you get past the buffer, do you keep the account for? No, once you get a pro account, you keep it as long as it's alive. There is no there's no 60 days or anything. You have it as long as you keep it alive. I went long at 460, but I took my 20 points at 40 and got out. Too scared to stay in. All right, Scotty. Again, Raphael, you're not new around here. I think you did get a timeout for a while, and you showed back up. But, you know better than that. You know ain't nobody around here impressed by the Trust Me Bro trade plans. You got to call stuff out ahead of time, brother. I can't think through that stuff, Slick Nick. I'm trying to read other comments, trade for myself. Maybe somebody else. Can somebody else look at Slick Nick and try to better understand? Because I don't want to lead them astray, because I'm not doing math story problems while I'm trying to do a million other things. Not really my strong suit. On the buffer on a pro account is whatever your drawdown is on the test account. I'll say that one more time. The buffer on a pro account is whatever the drawdown was on your test account. What I did wrong now. I literally just told you, Raphael. Now it's becoming clear why you probably got put in timeout whenever you did. Because I don't think you're listening. I literally just told you and you're like, wait, what did I do wrong? You showing up after the fact, Raphael, and saying, yeah, I got long right here when the price is already up there. I mean, nobody, come on, dude. This is the internet. People just say stuff. Trust me, bro, are not impressive. But if when the price was here, Raphael, and you're like, hey, the price is here, but I'm going to get long down here, and my stop is right there, and then we watch all this play out, we're going to be cheering you on. We're going to be saying, man, Raphael, you crushed it. Good job. But showing up after the fact and saying, oh, yeah, I got long here. It's like, okay. Okay. Do you have a max loss for the day? No. Well, yeah, kind of. Kind of. A rule which I did break Monday, but if I cook 3 accounts in a day, in theory I should be down. So I guess that's my max loss, 3 accounts. So AK 3 losing trades, because that's how I look at prop firms. Each account itself is just a trade. We are going down. All right, you're right. We just dropped a tick. Good call, Stan. I noticed we dropped a tick. So you are correct. We did go down. I used to play soccer with a guy named Raphael. I mean, Raphael is kind of famous just because, the red turtle, the red Ninja Turtle. Mr. G, Trump is live. Yeah, I think we knew. Well, I don't know. Did we know that? Some people are saying he's talking. Other people are saying he's not talking. It's always the mystery. U.S. and Israel have no strategy on what they want. You had the perfect setup. Who had the perfect setup? How come you do not take the short off the 22-minute trend line retest? Well, first off, Goldie, stop yelling at me. You're hurting my feelings. What trend line retest? Oh, you might be really far. You might not be live right now. You did. How do you know my plan, Scott? How do you know my strategy, Scotty G? What do you mean you're telling me I had the perfect? You don't know my strategy, brother. That's crazy. That's like me telling you, oh man, you just had the perfect setup. I would never be that presumptuous. I don't know anything about your strategy. In my Webull account, I'm green. Again, Alfonso, I'm telling you right now, I've been there. I've seen it a million times. Yes, I fully concede. If you're using your own funds, yeah, you probably have a little bit of an extra motivation to be disciplined. The problem is nobody is a flawless trader. And when that day shows up where you just lose your mind, it's going to be rough. Sorry you had the trend line drawn out earlier and took it away. Yeah, I don't think I shorted the retest because it never retested. Or did it? I don't know. There is a possibility that I didn't take it just because I literally was not actually paying attention because I was talking in the chat. I had a trend line somewhere right on. Oh, is that what you're asking about? Holy crap. Is that what you mean? Why didn't I take that? Because I had the trend line? I didn't even notice that, but you're right. Talk about a beautiful back test. Oh, all right, Scotty. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. You're saying, no, Clay, based on what you had, I knew that you actually had a perfect entry because, I see what you're saying, Scotty. I'm sorry. I'm trying to juggle a lot right now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, Goldie, but thanks a lot, you jerk, for pointing that out. Now you make me feel bad. Look what you did, you little jerk. No, look at this. You can't make this stuff up. That is the trend line I had there. A beautiful back test and go. I think I just lost track of it because it took so long, but yeah, there it was. Boom. Yeah, so to answer your question, why didn't I do that? I just lost track of it. Versace, do you want to go to a wonderful place called Timeout? Just let me know. Just let me know, Versace. Trump is on talking now. All right. Well, Trump is officially speaking. Speaking of Home Alone, Donald Trump played his cameo in the second one. Yeah, he did. Because that was his hotel, isn't it? Is it still his hotel? First time on the stream. Love your... Hey, thank you, Omega. I know I'm not everybody's favorite cup of tea, but that's okay. We're announcing new guidelines on diesel. Yeah, I think I read, headline that he's going to like suspend the gas tax or something. No, I think you just call it. Yeah, no, I like people like you. That's why this place is like a built-in filter. Like if you're not like you are, you will not like me at all. Like you're mean. It's like, well, I'm just trying to, I'm just shooting straight. Wishing you ending Green Day. Well, thank you, Raphael. So, everybody in America, get ready for some extra potholes. Are the markets open on Good Friday, or do they close early? I think they actually might be closed. Somebody can let me know on that, but I think Good Friday, it's not even open at all. That might not be true, though. Scotty brings up a good point. I'm pretty sure there's no bond auctions today. Don't chase. Sometimes it's better to end the day red. Yes, agreed. It's chasing is not preferable. New trader here, 50K eval. Purchased my first 50K on Wednesday. Blue on Wednesday. Purchase Thursday. Lost trades down to 9 sitting 9 in the moment. Well, hey, Joe. Welcome to the world of futures and prop firms. What did you trade beforehand? Or are you like just completely new to the trading space? Or do you mean new trader to futures? Hey, Goo. All right, here we go. As it comes back down, we'll probably try... like a double bottom type thing down here. Micro, completely new. Oh, okay. Well, hey. You started with a good thing. Futures in a prop firm. You probably won't appreciate it as much as some of us do that had to put up with other stuff, but... Okay, again. Luis and everybody. I understand politics are part of trading because there is always that economic facet. But just keep it middle of the line. If you don't have to make it obvious when you do or don't like somebody, right? You can say Trump is speaking. You could say that and despise the guy. Just like somebody else could say Biden is speaking and say that and despise the guy. So I don't want the chat to spin out into some sort of political just blah, blah, blah. Just keep it middle of the road. There's a way to do that without acting like a total dent. All right, I think I better go down. I think we might get a spike now. Fake break of the lows. If you had, take it where you drew the line, you will be green by now. I know. If I had bought Bitcoin when it was $10 a coin, I'd also be wiping my butt with gold-plated toilet paper. If the if game is a good one. So again, I'm looking for a fake breakdown of the lows, which are from back here. So fake break, I guess we can call it double bottom if I want to sound smart. So step one is it's got to come down here. Step two is it's got to break. Step three, it's got to break down far enough. And then step four, hopefully that's where it starts being a fake. That's what I'm saying. At 429 is where I hope it starts becoming a fake breakdown. What EMAs do you use? Why are you presupposing that I'm using EMAs? Again, what is up with in what year did EMAs take over the world? Like, I remember, and I guess this shows how old I am, but like, it used to just be like SMA was the assumption. When did EMAs all of a sudden become the assumption? Well, yeah, Joe. So what you have to keep in mind, Joe, is you're now in the next phase. You're in the voices phase. Demo trading, I'm not going to say it's worthless, but it's pretty close to worthless because at the core, trading has nothing to do with your ability to read a chart, blah, blah, blah. It has everything to do with your ability to manage the voices in your head. But the only way to learn to manage the voices is you have to meet the voices. And the only way to meet the voices is you have to have some skin in the game. And demo trading, there is no skin in the game. Therefore, there are no voices. So don't get too discouraged. You are now in the next phase, learning to deal with the voices, which is exactly what trading is actually about. EMA is the standard now. I mean, okay. Well, then go use your EMAs. That's crazy. We are honored to have a standard setting, a setter here. No Skanisa sets the standard. Dang, I was not aware that EMA is the standard, but we have now been told that. Crazy. What did we do to deserve such royalty? Absolutely, you said it, Maya. Yeah, exactly. You're just in that next phase. You got to learn to deal with the voices. That's the key thing. That's all. At the end of the day, that's what trading's about. Can you manage? Can you deal with the voices? Because we all have voices in our head. It's just a question of, have you done something in life that triggers these voices? And trading is one of those things that will trigger the voices. Okay, now I understand, Raphael, why you got banned. Raphael, do you want to rephrase? We are going to 500 or you think we're going to 500, Raphael? We are or you think we're going to 500? There's a huge difference, massive difference in those two statements. Is there anything a newer trader can do outside of live trading New York session to get better? Well, I mean, you can look at the other sessions. Yeah, like, the Asian session, stuff like that isn't as good, but I mean, you can still watch charts and stuff like that. My voice helped me eat what's for breakfast. Yeah, the voices, yeah, but those are still even different voices. But those are, voices aren't totally bad in some regards. Like French toast or waffles. My first time watching you, I'm new to trading. I'm only doing women's demo account trading. Nice job, iSniper, or iSnipe. You think. Okay. Well, talk like that in the future, Raphael. Stop saying stuff will happen, okay? Whoa, hey. Okay, that's a news candle. Somebody said something, brother. Somebody said something. Am I about to just get cooked? All right, I'll go with 1. Okay, I'm in with 1 because that's totally a chase. Maybe I'll add another one because, hey, why not? Good, I'm at 2 MNQs. Let's see if it wants to recover back up. It's a liquidity spike. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Yes, yeah, and this is a green candle. The Dunning-Kruger effect is strong right here now, folks. The Dunning-Kruger effect is strong. Trump looking to make e-fuel usable year-round. Is anything going on with oil right now? No, that entry was potentially emotional and impulsive. What entry are we talking about? Mine? I literally said, like, I'm going with one so I can get part of it. There's a reason why I didn't load up like 15 MNQs or something. Oh, goodness. How come, why is the algorithm funneling everybody from the cult to the stream all of a sudden? What is going on? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think they're a troll now at this point. Let's see. Maybe. Put my first target up there. Similar move yesterday. Ended up running low. Well then, Paul, you better get short. I love it. I love it. I love it. Somebody shows up and they're like, hey, what EMAs do you use? So they clearly value whatever. They value whatever to care enough to want to ask you something, right? Because you don't ask people stuff if you don't if there's zero value there, right? And then, you know, the person pushes back a little bit, and now all of a sudden the person's ragging on you. You're like, okay. So 1 minute ago, you're all about like finding enough value to ask me what I'm using, and now all of a sudden you're taking jabs. It's like, tell me you live in your mom's basement without telling me you live in your mom's basement. Okay, somebody throw Foggy in timeout. He's either rage baiting or just a troll. So somebody at mod, give Foggy a timeout. Yeah. No scan has I'm in his head now. I'm in your head, brother. My rent is 13 stale Twinkies per month, okay? Do you understand? That's the rent. I'm living in your head. Oh, no scan. Oh, that's sad. Doesn't know what they're doing. They think indicators are magical. What EMAs are you using? And then I joke around and he gets all defensive. Have you ever had a chocolate dipped Twinkie? No. I think, have I had a deep fried one? Maybe. I don't think, no. Oh, I think I might be thinking of Oreos. I have had you asked about chocolate though. Deep fried Oreos though are legit. I'm pretty sure they're like the worst thing for your health ever, but they're pretty good. Like if you've never had a deep fried Oreo, you should have at least one. Done for the day. I'm out. Like, hey, have a good one, expat. Deep fried Oreos, definitely. Yeah, yeah, deep. Yeah, there's. I don't think there's. Yeah, I'm not sure you can make like even a shred of an argument for like any health effects at all. I keep forgetting I'm in this thing. All right, we'll hop out. What are you having for supper tonight? My daughter has. I was talking about this earlier, like a Faces of History thing. So she, she's picked a. They've had to do like their middle. Anyways, so we're going to this. It's like a homeschooling co-op thing. So all the kids do their little speeches, blah blah blah, and then they're having like food afterwards. So I don't know because it's like, is this finger foods or is this just going to be like an actual meal? So a lot of unknowns in the trade plan right now. I'll put it that way, Raspberry. A lot of unknowns in the trade plan. So maybe it'll be Domino's on the way back. I'm not sure. Deep fried Oreos should probably be on top of the food permanent one. Yeah, yeah. They're so good though. Do I ever run into people? No. I've only let's see. Two or three. I've met 2 or 3 people in like real life that know me from YouTube. One though was a super convenient one. One was when we bought our one vehicle. Like the sales manager was like Clay Trader, because I was talking to just the sales guy, and then I heard Clay Trader, and huh? He's like, Clay Trader, YouTube? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh man, I watch you. So, anyways, that helped me get a very good deal on our vehicle. I mean, the dude guy was like straight up. He's like, listen, here's like my. He was showing me all the behind the scenes. Like it's like I'm literally like that's the lowest I can do. So, and then the other one was at a chainsaw. The guy ran a chain riding lawnmowers, steel chainsaws. I don't know, like an equipment type shop. So I was in there I can't remember if I was getting a chainsaw or getting something fixed. He's like, and I think I was wearing a Clay Trader shirt. He's like, Clay Trader? Wait, are you on YouTube? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh man, yeah, I used to watch you back during COVID or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, only twice. So, and I've only been live streaming for 14 months. So I don't know. Maybe this will help. I don't know. But yeah, if you see me out in person and you're not a serial killer, come say hello. New treadline? I don't know about that. A chainsaw recognized you? Yup. I'm very popular in the chainsaw community. I seek out carnivals. Yeah, but the thing with that is, hey, thank you, Omega. All right, have a good one. Thank you. Very kind of you. I mean, you can just do homemade or deep fried Oreos. Do you think we drop lower or consolidate former base and then? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about a long down around here. It's so far it's hanging out like it did here and like it did here. So, like I said, if anybody told me they're getting long right now, I'm not going to call you crazy at all. How we doing? Well, Timbo, well, it's been something today. Hey, can we get one more like? We're at 199. So which one of you are going to be my knight in shining armor and push us up over the 200 like mark? Who's going to be my knight in shining armor? Whoa, I got all kinds of knight in shining armors out there. Quad bottom will crack. I don't know how much more I can take of this Luis guy. I don't know how much more. I think he's intentionally being obnoxious at this point. All right, let's see if this is a fake breakdown of these lows. I like how it's consolidating. Let's see if I can catch a hammer on the way back up. You think we'll go down a little further? We'll see. As long as it doesn't fill me and then go down, I don't really mind. So yeah, if it wants to go down here, fine. Trump is done. All right, noted. Appreciate that. Again, looking to get long at the green line. Ooh, gold is at a pivot point. For any of you gold traders, if you pull up the 5-minute, got the pivot point there. Again, trying to get long at the green line. You're long at 453. Where's your stop at, brother? Okay, maybe a new attempt. If this white line goes down a little bit further, I'll throw in an order right there. But the white line's got to shove down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess just get short. This thing, oh, hey, this thing has got all kinds of downward pressure. All right. In Invis, hopefully you're out or where's your stop at, man? At 100. So you have the equivalent of 10 NQs right now. So you might be cooked. You're out. How much of a loss was that on 100 MNQs? What's going on, Mitch? I'm confused. Bad news in the market. Yeah. I'm short ES but long gold. So I took the green candle that jumped up. Yeah, gold is looking. Said we got this pivot point here, which is continuing to hold, which I talked about earlier. The dotted brown. Also have the 50 period simple moving average right there. All right, somebody give Luis a timeout. What a dent! Absolute dent. In fact, somebody just ban Luis. Ban him. That guy's been off since the get-go. Please, no, not timeout. Just ban Luis. I think he's a former troll. Cody got him. Cody got him. Yeah, I agreed. Mitch, like that was a massive loss. You like that was your account got cooked. Something ain't adding up here, Mitch. Look for a short, maybe right there, up around that yellow line. I'm trying to lose money because of the consistency rule, and I'm making bank. Who? With who? Who are you with? Take Profit Trader? Okay. How much money do you have to lose? You're making this way harder than it needs to be, my hero. How much money do you need to lose? $3K. Okay. What size account is it? 25. You have to at least okay. So So it might take a while. So this is what you need to do. Since you're on a 25K, the max you can do is 3 NQ. So go here, type 3, and then just do this. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell as fast as you can. Let the commissions do their work. And then once you get to needing to only lose like $100, then go to like 5 MNQ. Buy, sell, buy, sell. And then once you get to needing to lose like $10, go to 1 MNQ. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's not that hard. Yeah, well, Take Profit Trader does not have a consistency rule in the pro account. And their consistency rule in the test is just a very basic one. They just don't want you to YOLO. So you can only make 50% of your profit target in a single day. So it's a very easy one. I don't know how many I have currently. I got a good amount, but I don't know the number off the top of my head. More than 5. Gold pushing down through the 50 SMA on the 5-minute. So gold's actually coming down pretty aggressively now. If I was in a trade right now, one of these numbers would be moving. I'm still trying to pass my first eval. Yeah, keep at it. Have a super nice weekend, everybody. All right, have a good one, Goose. Okay, gonna try a long here. If it wants to come back up. That green line turns blue, I'm in. So trying to wait for some sign of confirmation that maybe the bulls are back, but yeah. Me trying to catch anything down here just seems no thanks. Again, if that green line turns blue, I am long. So trying to see if it does, like I said, want to at least show some strength by popping back up. But nope. All right, well, back to the drawing board now. Now my risk profile is too big. So, all right. Well, hey, if you are short, congrats. Maybe just go short. I mean, I could, but that's just totally chasing. I mean, like I said, yeah, I understand that going short would have worked this whole time, but man, shorting a bottom is never fun. Like, not even close to being fun. Like, not even a little bit fun. Yeah, exactly. Hard to short the lows. Exactly. Stop loss for it. Well, I understand that, but to chase the short even with a stop loss, it's yeah. I mean, you're still taking it. Okay, so okay. You tell me how to do it. Lost thoughts real. How would you short this? You give us a trade plan. Because if I'm shorting right here, I mean, the stop loss is basically up there. Do I really want to have on a 25 point, 30 point risk? Maybe. I don't know, but maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you can teach us all. So give us a trade plan of how to play this sort of movement. Sorry, Benjamin. I missed that one. Time for a Trump. Yeah, yeah. Trump's like, okay, how do I stem? How do I stop this? And I'm currently waiting for how I do this on the short side. I'm waiting for the trade plan. We're all on standby right now. Yeah, I'm with you, Wonder. Yeah, I just read a stat. I mean, how often have we heard that Iran's navy is gone? And then I just saw a quote today, and that's like 93%. It's like, okay, I mean that's a lot, but that's not gone. Well, what the? Somebody telling me to just go short. Just go short. Why don't you go short? That's what stop losses are for. Then I ask for details and I get crickets. Weird how that works. I bet we have a 300-point candle just after market close because Trump. I mean, well, maybe. I shorted break of candle on second. Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have shorted way back. With the way my day's going, I know if I short, like it's got to be the bottom, right? Like that would be the indicator of the bottom with today. By the way, I can't remember who it was, but somebody pointed out that last Friday was actually really, really good. So good that they were like, I watched the live stream actually twice. So it's good. I appreciated that because right now I feel like I have no idea what's going on with my life. But it's just, I'm just in the weeds right now. Just short it so we can get long. Yeah, that would be the kind thing for me to do. Yeah, no, today is a clay fade day for sure. It is a clay fade stream. Unfortunately, because I am a human being, these happen from time to time. So I kind of want to short this. We do have a little bit of a bounce, so it's not like it's a total chase. I mean, why not? I guess if anything, at this point we can just laugh about how like literally my timing for everything is off. Okay, I'm short. So everybody get ready for the V shape, I suppose. This is, there can be spikes, so I'll throw out a couple of orders down there just in case. I'm adding more there. If it comes back down, that would actually look like a very nice setup. So technically adding to a winner. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, this is probably officially the bottom now since I shorted. I mean, why not? Didn't even short the bottom. I technically let it bounce up a little bit, but... Trying to trust this will actually continue on with the trend, but... Come on. Hi, buddy. Oh, yeah? All right. Okay, we'll short there. We'll add. There's no way this thing just grinds straight back up, right? Clay fade day. Clay fade day. Again, looking to add at the red line. Trying to trust the overall trend, the overall dump. This is wild. Come on. The trend is your friend. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go with the trend. Clay, I couldn't get into the website because my VPN was on. All right, there you go, Maddie. Glad you got it figured out. Again, looking to add at the red line. Trying to trust the trend. Pretty much a bear flag right now. Looking to add at the red line. So there's the bear flag. I did add. Come on. Whoa, not 116. Holy smokes. No, 16. There we go. So there is my stop. This thing either continues on with the trend or it's a losing trade. And it is what it is. Did it bounce right off my new average price? Did it really just do that? I can't say that. Maybe I was looking at something else. Good, I am short. Stop is up here. Trying to trust the trend, trust this bear flag, see if the bear flag can get some more continuation to the downside. All right, twice now right off my blue line. That's always fun. Always fun. There you go. Come on. Come on. The market, I agree. The market needs to get moving down, specifically down. Come on. Come on, bear flag. Come on, trend. Go. Exactly. Yeah, that's how today, if the trend is your friend unless you're me today, exactly. Come down. Go. 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 All right, this has got to be a winning trade at this point. So this either dumps here or it's basically break even. Dump right now. Just dump now. There's no way I'm going to let that thing come all the way back up there. So it's got to dump, though. Come on. No. Go, come back down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. Now you're going to dump, aren't you? You can't make this stuff up. Wow, you're an emotional trader. Good job, iGamer Guide. You're a baller, dude. Yes, because you're a perfect robot and never experienced any emotions. Good job. Let me know when your live stream's on. I'll watch the most boring thing ever there, probably. Do you know how, could imagine if I was like no emotion? Do you know how boring a live stream would be? No, man, I'm not salty. I'm not salty. I know what I'm doing. I think and I've said, I mean, you veterans, you've heard me say this a million times. Some people don't understand that this live stream in and of itself is like a little miniature business I have. It is an income stream that I have. And I've said this and I'll say it again. There is a detachment from like purely responsible trading versus, hey, what's going to keep the engagement? What's going to do this? What's going to do that? Like they're again, this is nothing new, but like the iGamer Guide, clearly I don't think they have a business bone in their body. They don't understand that, yes, I'm trading, yeah, but I'm also trying to be entertaining. I'm also trying to grow a live stream. Like there's that aspect too. So when people are like, geez, this guy's so emotional. Yeah. Because it is my business thesis that an emotional trader joking around, maybe exaggerating things, acting goofy, acting crazy. It is my business thesis that maybe that makes me stand out a little bit. Maybe that'll get people to hit the like button, stick around. Who knows? Maybe even somebody likes me enough to use code CLAY. Like that is the business thesis. Now, to be fair to iGamer Guide, maybe that is the wrong business thesis. Maybe if I sat here with zero emotion, the stream would actually grow and get even bigger and grow quicker. That I am open to maybe that is the case. But that's why I love business, right? Because business is like trading. You come up with a trade plan and let's see what happens. Same with business. You come up with a business plan and let's see what happens. But it is funny though, when you have these like self-righteous, this guy's too emotional for me because I don't have any, it's like, okay, dude. Okay, I'm sure you have zero emotions. I'm here because you shout and yell. That's what I mean. That is my business thesis. I am again, as I've said this time and time again, am I ever as angry or frustrated or annoyed or this or that no, I'm not. Now, am I a little bit? Sure. But am I exaggerating things a little bit? As I always said and will continue to say, your clue is in the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you, SLT. But yeah, that's such a just. Listen. I have days like this too. Like I think in hindsight, no, that was not the responsible thing to do. Because had I left my stop where it was at, I would have never gotten stopped out. I would have had a banger trade. Yes, that's all true. But at that time, can you imagine if that thing would not have done this and it would have come all the way back up here and stopped me out? That would have been a nasty loss. It's just hindsight, right? I played it right, as painfully as that is. It just decided to come stop me out and then bleed like I wanted it to bleed. Raphael, again. You are operating under the premise that I'm trying to be a perfectly flawless, perfectly responsible trader. It's okay if I lose my focus a little bit because I'm losing my focus in a way that it's interacting with the chat and we're having laughs. We're giggling like little schoolboys. It's okay. I promise this thing makes more sense as soon as you look through the lens and understand this is a business I'm working on too. The live stream is a business. It is an income stream. Now, I don't know if all live streamers are just that, are that straightforward about it. But if someone is live streaming, it is for business purposes. Well, I just started mine and I'm doing it just because, yes, I know. But somewhere deep in your mind, you're hoping that it grows. And you know what? Good for you. Good for you. Would a dynamic stop loss help? I know, it just didn't work. That's all. There's nothing I need to change. I sat through a lot. I'm already having a rough day, and I knew from my mental psyche to have something like that go all the way up there. So that's why I put the stop loss where it did. It just didn't happen to work out. It happens. If you've been on the live stream long enough, you've seen other ones where it works out beautifully, and I'm sitting here yelling at Cletus and spanking and all sorts of stuff. It just didn't work out on that one. That's okay. You have a great sportscast. Well, thank you. Oh, Brian, yeah. The 50K is definitely different than the 150K. Flush point now, I don't know. Look how far down this thing is. It's so sketchy to get short, like at least without some sort of bounce up. I'm a huge history nerd. I'm fascinated by current economics due to the probability. Yeah, interesting, Dom. Start with the premise that millionaire day traders are in YouTube chat. Yes. Did you fade yourself? No, I mean, to be fair, my trade plan didn't work out. Well, my overall thesis worked out. But the problem is my particular management wasn't quite where it needed to be. Yeah, Little Wagon, agreed. My 401k is taking a beating. Well, it can't take a beating if you don't look at it or something like that. I've not opened up my or I've not looked at my portfolio in a while. Being blunt is much better than trying to be a people pleaser. It's all. I am very just to the point, anyways, in person. But it's also my thesis. You know what? I'm just gonna be straightforward with people. It will upset some people, and I think other people will like it. You should do a stand-up comedy style live tour. I'm sure you'd. Oh, I don't think I'm that. Thank you, but I don't think I'm that funny. Like to me, that's a whole different ball game. Like to be expected to be funny is different than this. I can catch people off guard, right? Because people show up thinking this is a live. I mean, it is a live stream, but like it's trading, right? It's not a comedy show. So it's much easier to be funny when you can sneak up on people than like if you show up to a comedy thing and you're expecting comedy. That's so much harder. That's why comedians, they have such a that's such a talent. Like the laughs here just have to come from like just natural flow. All right, have a good one, Scotty. Yeah, legit funny in a bizarre way. Like if somebody walks up to you and you're like, okay, make me laugh. That's super hard to do. But that is what comedians do. So it is quite the talent when you really stop and think about it. You hit the stand-up comedy thing on the head. I know I do stand-up comedy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's very difficult. I use myself as a way to start my act, set the tone, and start getting a ride out of the crowd. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know anything about how to write stand-up comedy. I'm not even gonna try. Not even a little bit. Do we have? Maybe. I think we do, folks. Where do hey, I'm trying to get a. Okay, maybe up there. I'm trying to get a right or a falling wedge here, which is actually a bullish pattern, but I don't want to just fit a square peg through a round hole. There we go. I can cook with that. There we go. All right, falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. So maybe try to play a breakout here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. So falling wedge. If you've been here before, I'm sure you've seen the rising wedge before, which is actually the bearish pattern. But the falling wedge here is the bullish one. Ooh, is this just a short though? Is this gonna be a short off the pattern here? That's always a possible. Ooh, that. Oh no. Yep. I was thinking about a short right there. Yeah, I would have wanted more though, so I'm not going to call it a winner yet. Mostly goes lower. Trend. Let's see it. Yeah, no, I agree. It's been mostly going lower, but things mostly go lower until they don't. Now, my question is, do I try to anticipate a break? Like, do I just get in long right here? We're still in the middle of the pattern. If I wait for it to break, then I might either miss it. I might get a slippage type entry. So there's always give and take, no matter what you decide to do. What goes down must come up. Yeah. Careful with that logic. All right, I'm going to go for a long right there. Try to anticipate the breakout a little bit. See if we can get some falling wedge action here. Not a short right now. I'm going to try for the falling wedge breakout. We might get new all-time lows. That would be another thing if it does go low here. Do you try to play a bounce off the lower trend line? Maybe. Yeah. I hear you, Dom. All right, never mind on that one. Oil looks weak now. What time frame are you talking about? Oil is looking strong right now. This is what I see on the oil 5-minute. That actually looks kind of strong. Hammer candle with a green candle. What are you talking? This is why time frames matter, folks. Context matters. I'm guessing Krim is not talking about the 5-minute. Ooh. Oil is going to keep going. That's yeah. Assuming that there's no like halts or there's no electronic problems, it will keep going. I see what you did there. You never said what direction. You just said it's going to keep going. Clever. I see what you did there though. Oh, man, this looks kind of good. False little breakdown of lows, coming back up with a hammer. Are we about to get a push through the wedge? Or am I about to get a wedgie? That's a problem with the rising and falling wedges. There's always a possibility that the market gives you a wedgie. NASDAQ is at current year lows. All right. Okay. Next candle is about to start. I want to see it immediately come down. And then if it comes back up, I'll look for a long right here. So next candle is about to start. Down. Can't go up. No. There you go. Yes, please come down here. Yeah, good. Come down a little bit more. Come down a little bit more. Am I getting picky? I might be getting picky. Let's see. Perfect. I like it. All right. If this comes back up, I'm going to try it. Ooh, do I try to bounce off the bottom part of the pattern? Okay, looking for a long at the green line, trying to play and anticipate a breakout of the falling wedge. Or do I try to play a bounce off the lower part of the pattern here? All right, never mind on that one. Do I try to play the bounce? If it comes down a little bit more, we'll see. Come on, come down. Maybe we can bounce off the lower rising wedge or falling wedge. Come on. Okay, I'm in. See if we can get a bounce off the lower part of this pattern here. Took a couple off. Took another one off. Took another one off. Took another one off. All right, let's just go with 3 now. So there we go. This will be a green trade. I'm going to just follow these last 3 up. No more profit taking. If this thing wants to give me the breakout, we're going to enjoy the ride with 3. Come on, brother. Give me this breakout. I know, Clay, why don't you get the low behind? Because I want this to be a green trade. That's why. That's why my stop is not below the lows. If yours is below the lows, I'm not calling you crazy. Come on, falling wedge. Do your thing. Your brother, the rising wedge, has served us well. Buy gold. Dude, I'm in a trade right now, Jesus. Goodness. People just show up and like you're in the middle of a big trade and like buy soybeans. Boy, I ain't no soy boy. You a soy boy, Jesus? Dude. Okay, I'm glad the lower part held, but I don't want this part to hold. Thank you, Raspberry. Come on, Rising Wedge. Okay, I lied. I will take at least my next target up here at the 21. So I'm not going to totally let them all go, but I'll take my next one up there. Come on, Rising Wedge. Break. Get out of the way, Treadline. Aren't Treadlines amazing, though? I mean, I don't like that it's working right now, but from like a chart fan standpoint, it's kind of cool to watch Treadlines like this. It's crazy. Look at that. Get through. Go. All right, stop loss. Going to move it up here a little bit more now. Come on. Push. All right, that I was hoping that we'd get a little bit better of a breakout than that. So that's, but you know, not everything can just break and automatically go every time. Sometimes you just got to be patient. I am from India. Cool. I'm from America. Come on, push. Anybody else? Give me a 1 if you're in this long with me right now. It's so much more, it's funner when you are with others in a trade. Anybody else with me on this one right now? Give me a 1. Who's long with me in this thing? All right, good. All right, I'm not alone. Very good. Come on, this Treadline. Stupid thing. All right. Come on, break. You know what? I'm gonna just put my stop down here. I want to give myself enough wiggle room. But right now, this Treadline is just being extremely obnoxious. But it is the top of the pattern. Come on, falling wedge. Give us a falling wedge breakout. Come on. Come on. Go. I don't know if I've ever despised the Treadline as much as I despise this one right here. I mean, you can't ask for a better candle here. Big hammer on big volume. I mean, are the sellers finally gone? Quick, go all in. Okay, I will because you told me so. There is no better advice to take than one from an individual that is 27 years old and lives in their mom's basement. There's no better one to take advice from. So when somebody like that tells you to go all in, you go all in and you don't question it. I'm holding 2. This is, I mean, make a move, brother. Make a move. Now, at least I know this will be a green trade, but still, goodness. Yeah, I know. I know, dude. I know there's no volume. What do you think I'm cheering for, you dent? Go, go, go. Well, yeah, well, they don't have as many points as the other team. Yeah, no kidding. I'm rooting for more points. Okay, this is awkward with Rich. Does anybody want to tell Rich? Okay, anyways, I don't think Rich understands what's happened here and what's already gone on. This is awkward. Maybe somebody else can tell Rich. This is too awkward for me right now. I don't think Rich understands what that blue line means. This is very awkward though. He is counter trend. I don't know. Am I? I'll throw that out to everybody. Is a falling wedge a counter trend trade? I'm not saying it is or not. It's an interesting question, though. Is taking a falling wedge a counter trend trade? Probably going to get stopped out here. Man, that upward trend line. What a stubborn little bugger. Lots of rejection. Should have broke it by now. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, which would not be a first time today. But I do agree. If this thing was going to go, I think it would have went by now. But you know what? Why not just let it cook and see what happens? Right? You're not getting the point there, Robo. The point is, yeah, but are things about to shift around? That's the point of a falling wedge. Like, is it actually the trend is actually no longer down? The trend is up. Now it doesn't look like it's up, but it's just starting. Like that's the whole idea of a falling wedge. Maybe this is the start of a turnaround, therefore it's actually already in an uptrend. We just don't quite see it yet. Okay, we're going there, Slimy, or you think we're going? There's a massive difference in those two statements. You think we're going to 330, or we are going to 330. Huge difference between those two statements. There's no way. Okay, there you go. Stopped out. All right, well, I mean, still a winning trade. But yeah, just didn't have enough buyers show up. Yeah, there is a pivot too. That pivot over here on the 5 minute. Let's bring that over. Pivot is at, what is that, about 342? Clay, you truly are a dent. Well, if I'm a dent, I don't know what you are, Jesus. Because I know you don't have these, Jesus. I know that. I know, Jesus, when you go like that, your arm goes down. That's a guarantee, boy. You're just pulling my leg. Well, I'm about to be pulling something else. I can mod you for 500 a stream. No, I don't work with meth heads. I bench 225. Oh, I will watch out, man. That's gangsta. 225. That's what they do at the combine. That's gangsta. This is now my favorite channel. All right, I'll take it. Clay, I would. Yeah. You'd mug me with probably like trying to kiss my cheeks. You're probably like a. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Jesus is the guy that shows up like people are sitting around playing Monopoly, and he walks in and he's like, hey, let's play checkers. And everybody's like, well, dude, I'm in the middle of a game. Like, that's Jesus. All right, did this lower trend line deliver again? Let's actually extend that out. I can't even tell. Whoops. Dang, it just delivered again. Look at that lower trend line. Oh, that's the ticket right now is this lower trend line. All right, we'll get rid of the upper one. Let's just keep an eye on that lower one. You're the big boss. No, I'm the big sexy. Yes, the market is going to rotate up sometime. Agreed. Yes, the market will rotate up sometimes. I don't know why you have to use the word rotate. I don't know why you just don't say the market will go up sometimes. Why do you got to use the word rotate? You're intimidating because it makes you sound so smart, and it makes me feel so stupid. Because I would just use the word the market will go up sometimes. Why you got to make me look stupid by using the word rotate? The market will rotate up sometimes. Do you know of any idea how jealous I am that you sound so smart and I sound so stupid because I would just say the market goes up sometimes? Dang, man. Some people sound so smart. I'm stupid. Why say up when you could say rotate? Crazy. It's crazy. You wait for the break of the wedge with volume spikes first and then go long. Okay, see, Rich, maybe like people look at that and like are impressed, but around here that's nothing. So here's Rich, let's do this. The next time you see a trade, instead of giving us empty words, just give us a trade plan. 3 numbers, brother. An entry point, a stop loss, and a target. So you wait for your volume or whatever you're saying is supposed to be done, and then give us a trade plan of 3 numbers. Are you able to do that, Rich? Or can you only flap the lips with broad statements? I mean, anybody can do it that. You wait for the break of the wedge. You got it. Perfect. Hey, I'll take that. If Rich is willing to put his hat in the arena with some actual numbers, I'm all for it. Nothing but respect for that. So next time you see something, Rich, you let us know. Again, ahead of time. We don't do trust me bros around here. You can't show up like Raphael and be like, well, I got short here. It's like, oh, okay, maybe you did, but like, you know. It is. I agree. It is best when everybody wins. I'm at work right now, and people here want to know why I'm laughing right now. Well, tell them because... Well, I can't say that. I can't say why. Can't do it. First time watching you live. Funniest trader ever seen. Good, see? Remember, and then like that one dent, the self-righteous guy. This guy's an emotional trader. I'm out of here. It's like you don't get the point of a live stream. I'm not here to be boring. I'm here to try to make people laugh, and maybe they decide to subscribe and hang around, and maybe, just maybe, they decide to use code CLAY. I don't know. Which prop firm is good for Forex? Don't trade Forex. Trade futures. Are you able to trade futures plus media? Forex is garbage. Like literally, it's garbage. Now, if you're in a country and you don't have access to futures, then fine. What country are you in? Plus media. Omega's Jim under. He could be. He could be. I'm pretty sure Joy's making his soy milkshake right now. I'm not smart. Regular. I don't know, AD. You sound pretty smart when you're using the word rotate. Why are you so angry? Because I'm just an angry person. Why are you so nice, Tracy? All right, Rich. But I'm actually serious, though, too. Like, it is fun. Like, when you see somebody's trade plan, it's easier to kind of see what they're trying to do. India. Okay, well, I have good news for you. What I'm doing, which is day trading futures through a prop firm, the prop firm I'm using is available in India. So I would say you should be trading futures because futures are way better than Forex. So if you want, again, Take Profit Trader is available to those people in India. So if you go to the link at the top of the screen, that's a prop firm I'm using. And yeah, like I said, they are available in India. Okay, next time I'll say zig and zag. I mean, or you could just say up. You could just say up. Sometimes the market goes up. But I mean, I do realize that if your ambition is to sound smart, then you should probably continue to use the word rotate. Because I was intimidated. I still am intimidated by you. I'm like, oh man, this guy's a baller. All right, do I try another long here? We have a hammer. This lower trend line continues to hold pretty strong. I might have to give it another go. Clay, you are correct. Oh, yeah, oil did go boom. Yeah, that's what I mean. That one guy showed up and said oil's looking weak. And now look at oil. Look at that thing. That's why people you gotta give context. You can't just say oil's looking weak. Well, wait, on what time frame? Because that 5 minutes certainly wasn't looking weak. I am comfortable with Forex. Okay, well. Alrighty then. But if you think I'm gonna refer you to some sketched out Forex prop firm, nah. Look in bigger time frame. Shows you the full move already. What are you talking about? Look at this nice move. I'd be up right now, dumb foosy. Who are these people? Guy shows up. F the hammer. Look in bigger time frame. Shows you the full move already been made. As we go, since then we've gone up another like 25 points. Why do people wait for what? We're traders here, dude. This is plenty of wiggle room for a gain. Yeah, nice 2-minute scalp. Yeah. What's wrong with a 2-minute scalp? I mean, I have a life. I don't feel like sitting in a trade position for 3 hours. You can't make the Darcy effect is tried and true. Why you didn't take it? Because you didn't tell me to, Raphael. You never gave me a trade plan. I'm just here to puppet trade you, Raphael. So let me throw that back at you. Why didn't you give me a trade plan ahead of time, Raphael, with 3 numbers? I agree with you when you said a hammer going long. Well, no. That's not a trade plan. You didn't give me the 3 numbers. Now you go long. Okay, so what's your entry? Give me a number, Rich, and then where's your stop loss? These are the 2 most important numbers. So you're saying go long. Okay, well, at what number are you going long? Okay, so now we officially have it where everybody can tell me I told you so. We have Chart Queen saying a huge bounce is coming. We have the other dude trying to say that this is not it. So no matter what happens now, at least Charting Queen or that other Domsky guy or whatever will be able to say, see, Clay, I told you so. So I'm in a lose-lose. One of these 2 people will be able to say, I told you so. Okay, Rich, what I'm asking is, I understand it's breaking, but where? Where do you get long? Okay, Okay, Rich, give me numbers, brother. Just below. See, here's how a number helps. Well, how are you defining just below? Are we talking a point? Is it 2 points? Is it 3 points? Like, define just below. Whereas if you just give us numbers, then we know. Do you see how more efficient numbers are? Where'd that Domsky guy go? Or where'd that guy go? He's probably gone because he can't say I told you so. Imagine showing up somewhere saying F that, the move is done, and then this happens afterwards. Unbelievable. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Stock is ripping now. Well, first off, this is not a stock. Okay, Rich. Maybe NQ will do a stock split. Whatever it is, it's ripping. Yeah, well, that's the point here is this, though, is nothing that you're saying is worthwhile because it's broad statements. Broad statements don't really illustrate anything. That's why you got to be able to hold yourself accountable with actual numbers. I enjoy how you get annoyed. I know. I'm very annoyed. There is zero business dynamics to any of this. It is a pure, genuine annoyance, John. That's exactly it. BTC. What about BTC? This is the interwebs. Nothing is real here other than how good I look. Other than that. Clay, you mean I just can't Gallant talking to... I mean, yeah, go long, buy the breakout, stop. It's just like, okay, that doesn't mean anything. Yep, but that is actually, Rich, you just proved my point. All I'm stating is standard textbook stuff. Yes, that's why books don't work for trading. Because books will talk how you are talking right now. But, like, you can't hold yourself accountable with the way you're talking because you haven't given us any numbers. Maybe you should change your name to the... I should. That's a good suggestion. Clay, one of your income streams should be modeling. It already is. If you've ever seen an ad that has feet in it, those are my feet. I'm a foot model. But I thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me. But yeah, I am already a model. The next time you're looking at an ad in any way, shape, or form and you see a foot, just know it's mine. You can say, hey, that guy's yelled at me before. That guy, those feet, the owner of those feet has yelled at me before. Worst trader on YouTube. Boy, you are horrible. You still train at 2 p.m. The moves are over until power hour. Market moved 400 points today, up and down. Y'all just blowing accounts now. Dude is a joke. Thank you, Suya Kings. I appreciate it, brother. I wish my parents named me Suya. Because then my friends could be like, see you later, Suya. Dude, that guy's got a great life. His friends get to say, see you later, Suya. Or Suya, see you later. Dang, I'm jealous. Yeah, sue you later. Dang. I'm about to call my parents after this. Be like, hey, Ma, Dad, why don't you name me Suya? Rich, I'm not listening to anything you say until you start giving numbers. You're a broad statement trader. You just use words that don't mean anything. One of the biggest words being below. So here's what educational lesson here. Let's say this is the level. And then says, well, my stop is below there. And let's say this is what happens.
How do you think, in hindsight, how do you think that's going to be defined? If that they see that's what happens with the price. Well, of course, they'll be like, well, yeah, I meant below, like right there. Oh, how convenient, right? Let's say it comes down and does something like this. Oh yeah. No, I meant below right there. Like that's how I'm defining below. But if you just define below, aka give a number, then you're not going to open yourself up to play these games with yourself. That's why I always say to people, like, as a new person, you're doing yourself a disservice if that's how you're practicing, by just using words. Okay, I'm going to go long here and I'm going to put my stop below there. It's like, well, wait a second. You open yourself up to that instance. Where if you just give yourself numbers, then you can't play that game. Dom Fusi, you already lost all your credibility around here. You might as well go to another live stream or just... I mean, we're a forgiving group. If you can be like a man and just be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have run my mouth, then yeah, we have short memories around here in those cases. But dude, you're the guy that was like, F this candle, the move's done, and then it went up like 40 points. Every trader has a different risk tolerance. Right, exactly, Rich. Which is why if you just gave us numbers, we could see and understand your risk tolerance. The extent of which people will go to just map out a trade plan blows my mind. Look at Deadeye Dave. Do you see how he gave two numbers? Short at 360, and he gave a stop. Why is that so hard for some people? It's less typing. It's less typing. I'm trying to save your fingers, folks. Instead of having to give some big paragraph with a bunch of words, it's like, why don't you just give me three numbers? I'm a concept guy. Well, here's the problem. Concepts don't mean anything. Because imagine calling your broker to place an order and you're like, hey, I'm a concepts guy. They're like, well, yes, sir, but we actually need a number. Where do you want to buy? Hey, I'm just a concepts guy. Imagine that. Trying to call, now obviously we don't have to call your brokers, but imagine calling your broker and when they're like, okay, what would you like to buy it, sir? I'm a concepts guy. Wait, what? So Rich, I mean, it's kind of clear that you don't actually know what you're doing, right? Or you're too scared to throw your hat in the ring. I don't know, one of those two. But Rich, around here, that's okay. If you give us a trade plan and it happens to be wrong and you get stopped out, that's okay. Anybody that makes fun of you will be banned immediately because at least you had the courage to map something out. But it's what you're doing right now that it's extremely obnoxious. Now, I do understand there are some places where, like, it would be scary because, okay, if I'm wrong, everybody's going to make fun of me. That's not this place, though. This place, we applaud people that are willing to have the courage to map out a trade plan ahead of time. Even if you're wrong. We're all wrong. We all have, wrong trades. No doubt. So then, enough with all your words, brother. Just give us some numbers. Oh, Lafort, so angry. I can't remember what you got your feathers ruffled a couple days ago. I know I'm doing a good job, though, because some days I'm being accused of a scammer because I'm always green, and now I got Lafort, brilliant. This guy can't trade. He's red. So there we go. I have now officially been told I cannot trade because I'm having a red day. And I've also been called a scammer because I'm green every day. There we go. I think I'm doing a good job of covering my bases here. Okay, Dom Fusi. I appreciate you. You did concede. I appreciate that a lot. You're like, you said I was right in the 2 minute. Cool. But the world doesn't revolve around you, right? For you, yeah, for you, the main move is what matters. But what is your definition of the main move? For us scalpers, that's the main move, right? So you're operating as if the whole world revolves around your set of definitions. That's not true. As soon as you realize we all have different sets of definitions, because we're all different traders with different strategies, you'll just come across a little bit better. But Dom, I do applaud you. Thank you for saying that. Okay, yeah, in the 2 minute, I see what you're saying. But yeah, just the sooner you realize we all, like I said, One trader's turd is another trader's gold bar. I fully respect. For you, that's not the main move. No problem at all. But like, we have different strategies, and that's okay. That's okay. Lafort is back. Did you just refer to yourself in the third person? All I know, Lafort, is I feel good about the live stream. Because I've now been accused of both sides of the equation. Some say I'm a scammer because I'm always green. Now Lafort is saying I'm a terrible trader because I'm red. There we go. See? Do you see what I mean? For anybody, well, I guess I was going to say younger people, but really any age, like, just go out there and do your thing, because you're never, like, you can't win. You literally cannot win. There's always going to be somebody that has something to say. So just go do your thing. Just go do your thing. All right, cool, Dom Fusi, cool. Do you see what I'm saying, though, about how we all have different definitions of the main move? Again, for people like me that are scalpers, that's plenty of a move. That's a main move for us. But I do realize for your strategy, yeah, maybe this is like a blip on the radar. I realize, Dom Fusi, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the Lafort guy. According to some we've had come by, I'm a scammer because I'm always green. But now Lafort, what a joke. This guy's a terrible trader. He's having a red day. Apparently, Lafort has never had a red day, which is impressive. What up, Snarf? Hey, where have you been, Snarf? Snarf, haven't seen you in a while. One trader's turd is another I guess you could go with that. I think I like gold bar a little bit better. Yeah. Dom Fusi, I like you. We got off to a rough start there, but now I think we're seeing each other there. So we're good. We're good. Because fully agree. And it just, again, it shows just a level of, obviously Lafort is well, I guess I can't say for sure. But he's either a newbie or he's been somebody that's been in this game so long and has not learned a single thing. To say you're red, therefore you don't know what you're doing, I mean, now to be fair, that could be the case. That could be the case. But to say it as if like it's always the case, obviously that is a sign of somebody that doesn't understand or someone that's been around a long time and just doesn't know how to learn. Why are you red? Because Matt, you were not here to give me trade plans all day. That is why. It is your fault. Yeah, and that's cool, Dom Fusi. Hey, Mark. Don't follow my... But I don't want to be red, though. No. I'm just answering your question. How much dividend does this pay quarterly? Dude, that'd be sweet if futures paid dividends. Then what are you talking about, Lafort? I don't know. Maybe you just decided to lash out because you're upset about something. That's fine. I can understand that. But now you seem to be backtracking. Which is fine. Maybe you're having a rough day too. If you lashed out, no problem. Water under the bridge. Nothing one mini can't fit. One? You need to get into the double digits there, Matt. Good job, Mark. Congrats, man. That's great. Hello, love your commenting style. Question, what kind of setup are you looking for in the PM session? I'm not looking for anything really right now. I'm brain dead. I haven't seen anybody complaining about the frames. You were able to request a payout today? Good job. Yeah, I got a small little payout today coming today too. Nothing. Anyways, I don't want to go over my day, but yes, believe it or not, I'm slightly red on the day. I also got a payout coming, but not enough to make not enough to make the boo boos today. Okay, but overall, as bad as it seems and as I feel, and that it's overall, it's fine. It's fine. First ever. Hey, congrats, Snarf Snarf. Good job. That's a big accomplishment. Well done. Good job. Very good job, Snarf Snarf. That's exciting. It's more the emotional feeling of moving forward. Yeah. That's why I say when you're eligible for that first payout, even if it's like $3, just take it. Like take the mental victory. Clay, how are you liking in the food? I didn't add it. I took it away because it had me looking like orange and it was creating like focus problems with the camera. So that's why I'm back to the glasses. I owe a lot to you and the base UNC. I think you probably mean the base hits. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like base hits surprisingly add up quick. Thank you, Crow. Huh? Payout today for me as well. Lost my other funded account 2 days ago. Yeah, good job. Good job. Thundercats. Wasn't that a cartoon or something? All right, well, if you want to support the stream, this is totally viewer supported. There are no sponsorships, nothing like that. Then you got to use code CLAY, all caps, if you want to help ensure that the stream continues. I recommend, I think Take Profit Trader is the king of the business, especially if you're a beginner just getting started in the prop firm space due to their very clean set of rules. But I also understand that once you move into the experience side of things, if you're empire building, doing whatever, then yeah, there are other firms out there. And like I said, if you want to get the discounts, save the money, help support the stream, then code CLAY, all caps, will do that. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. Hopefully we have 14 of you on your way out that will hit that like button. See if we can at least push this up to 300 likes. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. I will be back Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. As usually, I am here early. But like I said, latest I'll be here is 11 a.m. Eastern. But like I said, when you turn on the notifications, you'll be notified when I do go live. So I'm kind of stalling. Come on, 5 more likes. 5 more likes. Let's get this to 300. But I don't know, a weird week. Bookended by Monday, set a bad new record. Friday, today, not so good. But all things considered, prop firms it seems like such a scam. Like, how can I today just be barely red, all things considered? And again, if you go back to the 18-minute mark, you can see how my day played out. And how can I only be barely red? I don't know how a day like today, where it seems like I could do nothing right, and I'm still just barely red. I don't know. Prop firms are crazy. But yes, certainly look into them because they are truly a great risk management tool. So that is all I have. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out for the week. I'll see everybody back Monday. Again, on your way out, hit that like button. Code CLAY, all caps. Feed some hungry kids when you use code CLAY. Remember, I have 6 kids. They are my kids. So technically, you're feeding my kids. So yes, you are feeding hungry children. They just happen to be my children. But yes, code CLAY feeds hungry kids. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. And I'll see you back on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Take care. Have a good weekend.